Parkway. Check out the latest wood, vinyl, tile, or carpet. 100% pet-proof and kid-proof vinyl flooring, durable enough to stand up to anything life dishes out. All at money-saving prices. Now is the time to floor up and save money. All at Parkway Flooring, 2626 North Brindley Mountain Parkway. Call 256-586-3435 for free estimates and more information. Parkway Flooring on the Parkway.
Wondering what it feels like to feel really good, energized, refreshed, pain-free, and happy? Come experience affordable natural wellness therapies. Tools that help your body do what it does best. Heal. At Wonders for Wellness, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. No appointment required. Located at 411 on Main Street in Arab. Book your session today at wondersforwellness.com or call 256-931-0004. Wonders for Wellness, where wellness meets wonder.
This is the home of the Arabian Nights.
This is the Arabian Night Football pregame show, brought to you by People's Bank of Alabama. Big city capabilities, small town values.
Sun beginning to set, the shadows getting longer as we inch towards fall. It is a football Friday night under the lights at Arab School Sportsplex. Senior night activity getting underway even as we speak. Michael St. John along with Chuck Ellis. Kenny Creech will join us momentarily in the booth. Chuck, the Arabian Nights very excited, almost giddy about the win at Guntersville. And a gritty win when you look back onto it. But I'm not so sure we've learned anything about this football team yet, because you take away the 48-yard pass completion to Willis, and you take away the two mistakes by Guntersville in the Knights' red zone, could have a different outcome on that football game.
Yes, I spoke to a lot of people this week, and they thought that Guntersville was in position to win the game. A lot of people felt like that Guntersville gave it away. Arab bowed their neck. Defense stepped up just the way that Coach Routon said they'd do whenever he was interviewed at halftime. Defense did an outstanding job the second half. And then that long 46-yard pass set it up. To me, it's going to be another defensive stand at the beginning of the game. They'll have to get them going.
I think the key tonight for the Arab Knights is to put the Guntersville game behind them, learn from their mistakes, and let their leaders and their senior, and this is not a big senior class as we witnessed here tonight, but let their seniors take over the leadership role and have these younger players work their way, because from here on out, the teams get a little tougher, a little tougher, a little tougher. Ardmore is no pushover. No. And if you look at this game on paper, I don't know what this spread is from the AHS-FHS website, but I would think that this game would be a toss-up, even though it is an Arab Knights home game on senior night, only because of what and how Ardmore won their game last week and what and how Arab won their game last week.
Yeah, they've been tested. Both teams have been tested. They got skilled players. They can play, and they can go. So the defense is going to have to be ready to cover the outsides, keep them in, keep pushing the players into the middle. And if they can do that and get those linebackers and some of those interior linemen involved in the game.
Coach Kyle Routon joined us this morning on Coach's Breakfast. Archie Anderson was there as well.
Senior night hosting the Ardmore Tigers, a 1-point winner over East Limestone last week. You look at that score and you think, wow, tight ball game. Coach, that was as crazy a game as I've heard of. Ardmore jumps out to a nice lead and had to come up with some big defensive plays themselves to win that game.
Yeah, they've got a really good running back, big offensive line, and they gang tackle on defense really well, run to the football. Coach Snyder does a good job over at Ardmore, and, we just look forward to another test, another competitive battle, and that's exactly what they look like on film. They just look like a tough group of kids that play well together, and like I said, on defense, they run to the football, and they want to move you off the ball and run the ball on offense. So it ought to be a good test.
Offensively, Coach, what can we expect? Do they kind of mix it up, or are they just really strong on the run?
Yeah, they mix it up. I would say they're very similar to us. We're probably more 65-35 run pass, and I would say that's about where they're at. Quarterback does well on his rollouts. Receivers do a good job of finding open spaces in zone. So, again, it'll be a tough test.
Coach, how has practice been this week? I know, again, we come out of the Guntersville game up, thank goodness, and fired up and kind of ready to go. There were some guys got bunged up maybe a little bit during that game, but they were all smiles at the end.
Yeah, we've stayed healthy this week. We're still going to be missing a couple that we've had that's had some broken bones. But practice has been real good all week. Kids have been sharp. You always worry about a letdown coming off of a big rivalry win against Guntersville. You worry about the letdown and just kind of lose focus for the next week's opponent, especially with it not being region. But these guys have done a great job all week with film prep and practice times and all that stuff. We've got a lot of young guys on defense. We got 2 or 3 freshmen that's seeing some playing time. We talked about Mason Jones having a good night at linebacker. Elijah Sweeney played really good at corner. And then we've got 5 sophomores over there too. Getting their first experience, first taste with varsity football. Cohen being one of them. He's on our kickoff team a little bit as a freshman. But stepping in and playing as well as he did last Friday night was a really good thing to see. So a lot of young guys over there, a lot of youth. We've been battling through the mistakes from the young guys all summer, and it looks like they're starting to tighten it up and get used to it.
Chuck, Coach Routon, he's competent, but I also think he's a little bit leery of the kind of team and what team he sees. Ardmore had some issues internally, and they got a couple of suspensions of players going into this game, which could make a difference in this game. But at the same time, I think this Ardmore bunch is a gritty bunch that's already been tested at East Limestone and pushed to the limit and came out with a win. Tonight, the Knights are going to have their hands full.
I think much like what we said last week with Guntersville about what happened at the beginning of the season, that galvanized that bunch. And this could do the same thing to Ardmore. Time will tell. And just like I said, galvanize that team to come out and play a hard-fought game against a team that's bigger. Should be able to win it pretty easily.
My good friend, Coach Johnny Majors, used to say, discipline's good for everyone.
It's got to be uniform.
Yeah, but exactly. It's got to be uniform. But let's get the starting lineup. Speaking of uniforms, the Knights in their home jerseys and wear tonight. Let's find out who they start.
Left tackle with the Alabama commit, Stafford Willis, 6'6", 295-pound senior. Left guard, number 75, Caleb Campbell, 6'2", 290 senior. At center will be Bryson Trusley, 6'3", 250 senior. Number 52, right guard, Chasen McKelvey, 6'1", 225-pound junior. Right tackle, number 78, James Beard, 6'2", 260 senior. Wide receiver, number 10, Graham Grisham, 6'1", 175. Another wide receiver, Julian Borjas, 5'11", 180 sophomore. And at quarterback, number 9, Nick Stevens, 6', 170 junior. Wide receiver, Chase Kirkland, number 22, 6', 165 junior. Wide receiver, Tucker Willis, 6'7", 210. And your fullback, Owen Lambert, number 14, 6'6", 230. Running back, Mason Ingram, number 3, 5'10", 165.
When we come back, we'll give you our final comments before we get this game underway. Great night for football, senior night. The Arabian Knights and the Ardmore Tigers coming up.
Tonight's Arabian Nights football game on Fun Radio is sponsored by
Citizens Bank and Trust, Farmers Insurance and agent Sadie Visser, Parkway Pharmacy, Wright's Furniture, Premier Realty Group and owner Diane Prestridge, North Alabama Smiles and Doctors John York and Timothy Moniz, Midas Burger and your North Alabama Farmers Co-op.
Locally owned and community-minded, we're your neighborly bank.
At People's Bank of Alabama, you can bank with people who know you by your first name. It is our personal approach to banking that sets us apart from every other bank. A trusted community bank providing all your banking needs with local expertise in personal and business banking. Call us today to learn more about how you can save, grow, and invest with confidence. We care about people and are proud supporters of the Arabian Knights. People's Bank of Alabama, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Touchdown!
Win the game. At the Kraft Insurance Agency, we have over 20 companies to shop and get you the coverage you need at the price you want. We offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. Kraft Insurance. Get out of the red zone and into the end zone where you can score big savings. Stop by Kraft Insurance at 415 North Main Street and get a free SEC helmet schedule. Call Kraft Insurance in ARAB 256-586-1136. Kraft Insurance.
We never forget in everything we do.
Looking for a doctor who treats your family like family? Premier Family Care is growing and welcoming new patients across North Alabama. Meet Dr. Cassie Stevenson in Guntersville, Dr. Janison Hunter in ARAB, and Dr. Melanie Garner in Bluntsville, and joining Dr. Jess Youngblood with comprehensive care for kids, adults, and seniors. From routine checkups to managing chronic conditions, Premier Family Care is here for every stage of life. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call today for an appointment and make Premier Family Care your family's health care home.
No one's more important than you.
Hello, this is Chase Cole of ProTech Roofing and Exteriors. Chances are your roof has not been inspected for weather damage within the last 5 years. With all the weather events throughout the Tennessee Valley this storm season, give us a call at 256-640-8091 or check us out on Facebook to schedule your free consultation. From asphalt shingles to metal roofing, we've got the solutions to keep your home safe and dry. ProTech Roofing and Exteriors.
Alabama Home Builder License Number 28892. License bonded and insured.
Friday nights are about more than football. They're about community, family, and coming home. When it's time to make your next move, trust the team that knows ARAB in North Alabama and calls this community home. This is Scott Haga, Associate Broker with Southern Elite Realty. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for your next home, let the Haga team go to work for you. Scott and Terry Haga, putting you on the winning team in real estate. Go Knights.
A&D Motors, we got the right used cars you can trust. Come take a drive.
Hey everyone, it's Jennifer Harlow, your hometown car gal. You don't have to drive far to find a great deal. At A&D Motors, we're your locally owned, buy here, pay here dealership for over 30 years, and we stand behind every vehicle we sell. Finance with us and get a free limited warranty. Visit the car gals at A&D Motors on the Parkway in Arab, your one-stop dealership.
So come on down, let's take a spin with A&D Motors. You're sure to win.
This is the home of the Arabian Nights.
This is the Arabian Night Football pregame show, brought to you by People's Bank of Alabama. Big city capabilities, small town values.
Well, Chuck, the hay's in the barn for this week with both of these football teams. Ardmore bringing a good-looking squad down in the black and gold, and, of course, the Arabian Nights in their traditional home blue jerseys tonight on senior night. Your final thoughts before we get this game going?
It appears Ardmore's going to travel well. Knight's going to show up. I expect Arab to come out and establish their defense. Coach Snyder being a defensive coordinator coach, I expect their defense to be fairly good. And they get that ball to zero. Like I said, you better cover the corners, turn him in, get ready to hit him because he's got some thighs and he can run. He's going to get some yardage.
Key to the offense for Ardmore is the quarterback-running back tandem.
Yes.
But just about the time you're keying in on the quarterback, he's going to hit you with an out route or hit you with a slant and can hurt you. So the Knights defense has got to be ready for that. But I agree with you. I think this is going to be a tale of two defensive effort teams. Their offense is going to do what they do, but I think the defense is going to be the deciding factor in this football game. Coming up next, Brother Ken Tyler and tonight's opening prayer. Toss of the coin is on the way. Chris Greer down on the field to give us field conditions. He'll walk out there for the toss. Arab and Ardmore about to get it on week 2 of the 2026 campaign from Arab Schools Sportsplex on senior night. This is the People's Bank of Alabama pregame report.
Tonight's Arabian Nights football game on Fun Radio is sponsored by
Atrion Medical, a Nordson company. Owen Home Appliance, Somerville and Morgan City. Southern Elite Realty and agent Scott Haga. The Kraft Insurance Company. Marshall Primary Care. Play While Performance. Sophia's Restaurant. And Chris Lemaster, independent candidate for Marshall County Commission District 1 in the November general election.
Locally owned and community minded, we're your neighborly bank.
At People's Bank of Alabama, you can bank with people who know you by your first name. It is our personal approach to banking that sets us apart from every other bank. A trusted community bank providing all your banking needs with local expertise in personal and business banking. Call us today to learn more about how you can save, grow, and invest with confidence. We care about people and are proud supporters of the Arabian Nights. People's Bank of Alabama, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's football time in Alabama. Our students are learning big American lessons. You can start with your God-given talents, and through practice, hard work, and sacrifice, you have the ability to become champions. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. May God bless all of our students representing our high schools during this season, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
When it comes to getting the job done right, contractors and DIYers know where to go. Forge and Build. From tools and hardware to quality lumber, we've got everything you need to tackle any project, big or small. Find us at 841 North Brindley Mountain Parkway. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays till noon. Forge and Build. We stock it. You build it.
Arab Cartage and Express Company has been a trusted name in transportation for decades. Now hiring Class A CDL drivers with current DOT physicals and a safe driving history. Enjoy great benefits including medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid holidays, personal time off, and retirement options. Call 256-649-6071 or visit 1101 Nathan Road Southwest to apply. Keep on trucking with Arab Cartage and Express, where your road to a better future begins.
The Arab Church of Christ is a family devoted to serving God through our daily lives and work. Our only authority is the Bible. Our worship is according to the New Testament pattern in a way that pleases God. Would you come join us for Sunday Bible classes at 9:30 a.m., worship at 10:30 a.m., evening services at 6 p.m. Our Wednesday midweek Bible study is at 7 p.m. You can find us at arabcfc.org or right here in Arab at 1005 North Main Street. We look forward to seeing you, and remember this, Christ died to save you.
Let us pray. Dear Father, we're very thankful this evening to be able to come to you in prayer. We're thankful for the way you bless our lives on a daily basis, and we know that you daily load us with benefits. And Father, help us to show in our lives how appreciative we are for what you do for us. Tonight we pray for the safety of these two teams as they play this game, that you will help no one to sustain a serious injury, that you will help everyone to exemplify good character and good sportsmanship. And Father, we just ask your blessings on anyone we know that has a special need tonight, that they will get better. We pray in Jesus' name, amen.
Let's go, come on, let's go.
It's time. Arabian Night Football, live on Fun 92.7. Arabian Night Football is on the air on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 FM. Now from the Arab Electric Cooperative's Broadcast Center, here's Chris Greer, Chuck Ellis, and Michael St. John.
Reigns supreme in Arab, Alabama, the home opener of the Arabian Nights as they take on
something there.
There you go. You got it, Chris. We got our sideline microphone on now with Chris Greer down on the sideline. Chuck Ellis, our color reporter and commentator, joins me in booth, and Kenny Creech on statistics tonight. The Arabian Nights 1-0 against the Ardmore Tigers 1-0. The Tigers coming in. You know, Kenny and Chuck, this is only the third time these two teams have met, but when you look at it, two communities of similar size, two communities of a good fan base, and two communities that really are feeder communities to bigger communities, a lot in common between these two teams.
Oh, yeah, there is. And I was on the field before the game, and you could sense that both of these teams are ready to play each other. And the last time they played was 7 years ago, and they're ready to play again.
Down on the field is Chris Greer, and Chris, as we get ready to come into this game, this is an opportunity for the Arabian Nights to really get something going in this football. Yeah, I got you live. Go ahead. You can't hear us in your headphones. Okay, he's going to have to come up here, and we'll go down to Chris. We'll get this all straightened out before we went on the air. You know, everything was all well and good. I had my hamburger.
Perfect,
yeah, and then we go on the air and whoopie poopie. Yep. But that's the way it happens sometimes. So tonight's game, quickly, Chris, since I can't go to Chris, Chuck, quickly tell me, I know we talked about it in the pregame, but some of the thoughts now that you've seen both teams warm up, some of your last-minute thoughts going into tonight.
Well, it's like you said a little bit earlier, the haze in the barn. It's time to play football. These guys, Arab may have the size advantage, but I watched Ardmore warm up a pretty good bit, and they're ready to play some football. It's a great night for football, too, here in North Alabama.
You know, I think you're going to look at an Ardmore team that is developing, and like I said in the pregame, really don't know how good Arab is yet. They looked pretty good against Guntersville. There were mistakes that were costly, but nevertheless, they looked pretty good against the Guntersville Wildcats. Now you come in, but it's a special night. It's senior night. Does that take the attention away going into a game like tonight?
I think it does. I think that the attention turns to, you know, celebrating those guys and what they've done over the last 3 years. But I think it all starts with the quarterback, Nick Stevens. As Nick goes, I think the Arabian Nights, that's going to be the way that they go.
Well, and as this game goes on, we will follow, of course, very closely the progress of the running backs on either side, because you've got two running backs that are really the thoroughbreds. They're the thoroughbreds.
Yes.
And that you've got for the Arab Knights, of course, you got Mason Ingram, who last week I think really showed us the capability to make things happen when you didn't think things were going to happen. You would think things were closing up, and then all of a sudden he'd see a crease, and he would take it. We had a good running game last week against Guntersville. I look for that to continue. But on the other side of the field, Javian Riddle at 5'10". Now, they list him at 5'10" as a senior.
5'8".
I stood next to him at the coach's office on Tuesday, and I am right at 6 foot, maybe 5'11 and a half now because I'm old, and I've shrunk a little bit. But he came just above my shoulder.
Right.
And good looking, I mean, well built. I mean, he's a very fine young man. Over 2,500 yards in his career. He is a 3-year starter. And last week at East Limestone, they really had to use him in the second half because on both sides of the ball, he will play a little defense as well. But he brings to the table a unique, shifty running style. This morning on Coach's Breakfast, I pulled way back in the archives and threw Eric the Enemy from Colorado out. But there are other players. He sort of reminds me of the running back at Guntersville, Jordan, that went to Bentley, that went to A&M, and had a stellar career in college. He's a little shorter than him, but he gives that same style of run.
He's quick. He's very quick, and he's one of those guys that Arab's defense, when they come out, they're going to have to contain him. They're going to have to bring him, like I said this morning, outside in, bring him back into the middle, and keep him contained because once he gets to the edge, and if he gets on the edge, it's a foot race, and he's got some speed.
When we come back, we'll try to get down to the field, and Chris Greer, we're still working on his headset, so we'll hopefully get down to the field and get with Chris for the field conditions and, of course, leading into the toss of the coin and tonight's opening kickoff. You're listening to the Arab Electric Cooperative's broadcast booth coming to you from Arab School Sportsplex. The crew is ready. Hope the teams are. Sure they are. We'll be back with more of the pregame right after this on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Big appliances like dryers and dishwashers put out heat when they're in use. Running these at night helps keep your AC from fighting too many battles at once. At Arab Electric Cooperative, we help you find more ways to save energy, save money, and help the environment. So small savings today leads to big savings tomorrow. This energy-efficient message is brought to you by Arab Electric Cooperative, serving farm, home, and industry since 1947.
What makes a better banking experience? A lot goes into it, but the heart of that equation is helpful people who offer a genuine smile and actually know your name. It sounds simple, but these days that personal touch can be hard to come by. At Citizens Bank and Trust, friendly personal service is something we live by. It may seem like a small thing, but we invite you to see the big difference it makes. Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Southern Elite Realty believes that great real estate is built on a firm foundation, relationship, communication, and trust. Jeff Gibbs, your local Southern Elite Realty agent, not only listens to you, but provides in-depth property and community information when it comes to buying or selling in both residential and commercial, as well as bank repos. In addition, when you work with Jeff Gibbs, you're working with more than 25 agents at the Southern Elite Realty Guntersville office. Call today, 256-640-3085. Southern Elite Realty and your agent, Jeff Gibbs.
At Gilbert Ball Ford, we understand and know that life doesn't slow down even though your car needs service and maintenance. That's why Gilbert Ball Ford offers mobile service, including free pickup and delivery, plus recalls performed right there at your home. That's our family making things just a little easier for your family. So if you don't come see me at Gilbert Ball Ford, I can't save you any money. So come and see the difference. And remember, Fords really do cost less in Albertville.
Now back to Friday nights under the lights on Fun 92.7.
Back with you tonight from the Arab Electric broadcast booth. Let's go down to the field as the band conducts their pregame activities. Our national anthem is coming up.
Right now, there's no wind. You've got maybe 5-mile-an-hour gust. The temperature should drop down to the mid-70s about halfway through the first half.
We'll go down for the toss of the coin as we continue to see if we can't get this situation. Okay, hopefully we will have this situation taken care of. Chuck, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just going to say the band looks good, sounds good. They always do.
We'll get Chris out of here to take a microphone down. We're going to catch the national anthem here in just a minute.
Got nothing.
All right, he's still having problems hearing us. Well, we're going to work this out. We'll figure this out. Let's take a break. Back after this on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
What do you do when the power goes out?
Hey y'all, I'm Mike from Gen Man Generators. If you have one of our Generac generators on your home, your power will be restored automatically. We can install a generator, keep it serviced, we can even monitor it for you, and everyone gets a free 10-year warranty for top-notch work and first-class service. Call the Gen Man.
Or the Gen Girl.
Where customers
are treated like friends.
Farmers Insurance Agent Sadie Visser, with over 20 years of experience in business, life, home, and auto, proudly serves Arab, Madison, Huntsville, and Decatur families and businesses, and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Licensed in Tennessee and Georgia as well. Call Sadie Visser at 256-586-6050 to get smarter about your insurance. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
You're listening to Friday Nights Under the Lights on Fun 92.7.
Back with you at the Arab Electric. We got it fixed. Leave it up to me. There was so many people in the booth when I was setting up, and I was late setting up tonight. Not an excuse, but I seem to forget things. The older I get, I seem to forget things. I got to put a cable together, and we have had to jerry-rig a cable up here. So, Kenny, you're going to have a headset with no audio coming to you, but you'll be able to talk. So that's a good thing. You don't have to listen to me. So we're getting it. Let's go down to Chris Greer right now. Chris is headed down to this field. Tonight's field conditions look perfect. I mean, a little more humid this week than it was last week, but it looks to be a good night for football as we head into tonight's game. Chris?
It is a beautiful night for football, Michael. The field conditions are about as perfect as you could get in Alabama at this time of year. It's in the low 80s, no wind. Like I said, great night to play a football game.
Indeed, and we'll be going down. We're going to get the bands. We're being at senior night, and the band is performing their pregame ritual right now. We're going to get the national anthem and have that live on the radio with us in just a few minutes. Hey, by the way, if you're looking for something to have for dinner and you really don't know what to cook, that's the big question in everybody's house. What do I do for dinner? The Family Plan app, and now I'm going to forget the name. I'm sorry. I'm losing it, folks. Forgive me.
He's doing good. You're doing good, Michael.
This is not a good. The Family Meal app is available. That's where you need to go to find out what you need for supper. And all you have to do is go online, download the app, the Family Meal app, type in FUN927 as a code, and you'll get 30 days free. And trust me, I've looked at this. Kenny, your wife's looked at this, and we're like, wow, this thing's amazing. And it's recipes that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, and recipes that you can use. The Family Meal app. Download it today from the App Store. Use the code FUN927. Let's go down to the field for our national anthem, and it, of course, from the Arab band.
Lead rifle is Siler Jenowitz. The U.S. flag is presented by Dawson Lewis. The state flag by Stella Fuller. The battalion flag by Layla Smith. And the end rifle is Nicholas Simmons. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem is performed by the Arab High Band under the direction of band director Patrick Daly.
fabulous rendition of our national anthem by the Arabian Night Band, and all I can say to that is play ball. Well, wrong sport, but that's okay. Let's take a break. When we come back, it's time for the toss of the coin, brought to you by Gen-Man Generators. They're keeping the power on. It's up next. Arab and I'm a week ahead. Arab and Ardmore coming up on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Everyone has their favorite Mexican restaurant, and at the top of the list, Sophia's Mexican Restaurant. Authentic south-of-the-border favorites for any occasion. Chips and salsa, queso, hot dishes from carnitas to steaks and seafood, and add your beverage of choice to top it off. The service is commendable, the atmosphere enjoyable, and the wait is worth the food at Sophia's in the Walmart Shopping Center, Brindley Mountain Parkway. Open daily at 11. Sophia's, casual, home-style dining.
Friday nights are about more than football. They're about community, family, and coming home. When it's time to make your next move, trust the team that knows Arab in North Alabama and calls this community home. This is Scott Haga, Associate Broker with Southern Elite Realty. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for your next home, let the Haga team go to work for you. Scott and Terry Haga, putting you on the winning team in real estate. Go Knights.
Now, back to the game on Fun 92.7.
Back with you tonight from the Arab Electric broadcast booth. We have reset Michael St. John along with Chuck Ellis, Chris Greer down on the sideline, Kenny Creech right here on stats. Our producer tonight is Vivian, and back at the studio, our executive producer, Melanie St. John. Vivian, I have to keep up with, she's had so many boyfriends, I can't keep up with that last name anymore. But anyway, we're having a lot of fun tonight, and this is going to be a fun game. Well, this game, of course, non-region, Chuck, but one thing about this game is these two teams, they want this win because they go up 2-0. And there's a sidebar to this game.
Yeah.
The coach that wins this game, career-wise as a head coach, gets to 500.
That's right. I think you said just a little while ago, 26-27 for him, 11-12 for Coach Roughton. So Coach Snyder and both of them are looking for that 500.
Jalen Smith is one of the captains for the Ardmore Tigers. He is joined over there by Caden Hazelwood, an outstanding wide receiver. Also, Landon Combs, one of their big linemen. And the referee is blocking the other fellow. There he goes. That is Jalen Smith. I mentioned him anyway.
15.
Indeed. And, that's Caden Hazelwood. So we're good. And the Arab captains, I'll throw it to you, Chris, and let you introduce them.
Yes, sir. The captains for the Arab Knights are senior Bryson Trusley. We've got senior Dallas Helton, senior number 55, Big Stafford Willis, and last but not least, senior Graham Grisham.
All right, we'll head out to the field for tonight's toss of the coin. It is brought to you by Gen-Man Generators, keeping your power on. Weather-wise tonight, like we said, a perfect night. In fact, the home side is already in the shadows. The visiting side still getting some of that late afternoon sun as the sun takes its place in the western sky as we are very close to kickoff. Tonight, the Ardmore Tigers, the visiting team, 1-0 with a win over East Limestone last week. They'll be wearing white jerseys with black numerals, black helmets with the stripe down the middle and black pants, very reminiscent of the Missouri Tigers. In fact, they have the script Tigers on the side of the helmet. For the Arabian Knights, the blue is on. Blue on blue, blue pants, blue jerseys, white headgear. The script Knights on the side of the headgear, which, by the way, I really like this year. I haven't had a chance to say that.
Yes.
I like it better than the Block A. But anyway, that's for another day to be talked about. The American flags will lead the Knights out. The Spirit Squad all dressed in black out in front of them. But the Spirit Squad dressed in black, I thought maybe they were the Ardmore Spirit Squad.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the center of the field. Toss of the coin coming up. Take it away, Chris Greer.
Yes, sir, Michael. We're getting ready to toss a coin. The captains are shaking hands right now, getting ready to get this game underway.
Okay, guys, we got you're the Viston, you're the spokesman over here? Yes, sir. You're the spokesman over here, correct? We're going to have a coin toss. I'm going to flip it and try and let it hit the turf, okay?
Yes, sir.
Since you're the visiting captain, you get to call what you want. Do you want heads or tails?
Tails.
Call tails. Well, let me show you. That's heads. That's tails. Heads, tails.
Yes,
okay. And tell me again what you got.
Tails.
Tails. It's tails. You won. Well, can't pick it up.
That's almost heads.
You've won the toss. What you want to do?
Want to receive it.
Okay. Ardmore won the toss. Elected to receive. Which goal you want to defend? scoreboard. I'll put your back to the scoreboard. Ardmore, you turn around and face them. Has elected to receive down here.
Ardmore
Shake
has
hands,
won
guys.
the
Let's have a
toss
good ball game.
And elects to receive. The Tigers will defend the southern ball.
Thank you very much, Chris Greer. As the word is Ardmore won the toss. They want the football, and they will defend the south goal, or check that, the north goal, and Arab defending the south goal, where they'll about run out to the big banner momentarily to start this football game. Second game of the season. I want to say, I'm going to put Kenny Creech on the radio real quick here. Kenny, he took his headset off. I told you I'd go to you at some point.
I know, Michael.
Are you ready? You got your pen in hand. You got your paper. You're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
All right. That's all.
I'm excited to see what this Arab team's going to do tonight.
All right. Very good. All right. And here come the Ardmore Tigers making their appearance on the turf at Arab. By the way, Ardmore will get new turf before we play them next year. Here come the Knights. The Ardmore Tigers playing on a grass surface for the final time this year. Both them, West Limestone and East Limestone, will get turfed fields, which will complete the county, Limestone County, with all teams having turf fields. So that's coming by the time the Knights will play next year, week 2 at Ardmore. But tonight, it's all about here. The Arabian Knights and the Ardmore Tigers about to get it underway. One last break before we kick off. You're listening to the Arab Electric Cooperatives Fun Radio Football Network.
Every day, thousands of life-saving procedures depend on medical devices made right here by people who care about making a difference. Atrion, a Norsen medical company, develops and manufactures innovative medical devices that help save lives around the world. Ready to make a difference with the team that makes a difference on and off the field? Right now, Atrion is hiring for several positions. Join the team. Apply today. Visit atrionmedical.com to explore opportunities. Atrion, making a difference every day.
We're here for a healthier you.
There's a new mindset when it comes to treating back pain. Chiropractic care first. Nearly 80% of Americans will experience back pain in their lifetime. Health experts agree chiropractic care can be a safer, drug-free alternative to costly surgery, injections, and medications. Man Chiropractic is your first choice for non-invasive back pain relief. Call today at 256-586-4147. Man Chiropractic. We've got your back.
Arabian Night Football, Fun 92.7.
Coming to you from the Arab Electric Cooperatives broadcast booth. I got to settle in here. I'm bumbling and stumbling. You guys sound great. I don't. But we'll get that out.
You sound good, Michael.
All righty. Here we go. It's football time, and Alabama in week 2 about to get underway. Kicking off for the Arabian Knights, and they, by the way, will defend the north goal. But kicking off will be Ty Kirkland. And deep for the Ardmore Tigers will be Javian Riddle and Austin Kanzer, I believe. Is that
number 2?
Number 2. That's Jalen Smith, and so Riddle and Smith.
Yeah, 2 running backs.
2 very dangerous return men.
There we go. So we shall see. Good. They had how many? They had a bunch of kicking game.
Yeah,
plays last week.
Yeah, they blocked the punt, and they also ran a touchdown back on kickoff.
All right, here we go. Finally, we got football underway. Toe meets leather. Kirkland nails the ball down to about the 11-yard line. This will be Riddle. He'll bring it back to the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, up near the 30-yard line, tackled at the 29-yard line. Stop was made for Arab by Colby Leak, a freshman in there on the kicking team. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ardmore Tigers to get this game underway. They'll huddle with their coach across the way. Ardmore will run right to left as you listen in the first quarter. Temperature at game time, 83 degrees with a calm wind, although we may get occasional gusts of up to 5 miles an hour. Shouldn't be a factor in tonight's game. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They like to line up in a spread formation. The quarterback for Ardmore is King, Alex King, the third-year starter, pulls it up, going to throw a little hot route, got it to the flanker, and he's up the seam across midfield into Arab territory all the way down to the 43-yard line. Pass was complete to Dakota Evans, a senior wide receiver, and the Knights not ready for that one. That quick hitter, and boy, Ardmore gets a big gash play on first down.
And that was a good read. He saw the cover one initially, and then when he saw the safety come up into the box, it was an easy pass.
25 yards on the gain, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. King is your quarterback. Checks off, gives it Riddle up the middle, big hole at left guard, and he gets across down to the 41-yard line. So a gain of 4 to bring up 2nd down and 6. So right away, we're seeing this offensive line for Ardmore in the first 2 series, the first 2 plays, really do the job they're supposed to do. No penetration either play for the Knights.
Hey, they're big, and we mentioned that earlier in the pregame. And running back, now we got the number 4 in.
2nd and 6. King back to pass, looking downfield, going to throw it out. This is Riddle. Gets it, breaks the tackle. This is what he's good at. Breaks another tackle. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. He was caught for a 6-yard loss and got back to the line of scrimmage, breaking tackle after tackle.
Arm tackling. They got to hit him low.
You got to get in front of him. And this is something that the Knights last week, if there was a slip up in the defense or a check mark that you had to check the box that didn't get checked, there was a lot of arm tackling last week.
Yes, and that's what happened just then. And you mentioned it that in pregame that yard after contact, he's one of the guys that has a ton of yard after contact.
Alex King is your quarterback, and he's going to set motion with Riddle. Fakes to him on the sweep. No, going to give it to him, and Riddle is going to get only 2, maybe a yard, maybe 2. I don't know. Let's see where the officials put it down. It'll bring up 4th and 5, nevertheless. So that was an interesting play call. That time the Knights saw that developing because the guard gave away the fact he was pulling.
Yes, he did, and I almost said Gunnersville, but Arab read that well. Defensive linebacker, the freshman, he read it perfectly. And he's already started off playing a good game. Talking about Mason Jones, number 44.
Punt situation for the Ardmore Tigers, and they're going to bring Brody Lindsay to punt. Stands at his 48-yard line, gets it away. Knights had a good rush on it. Return on, coming up to the 20, 25, and out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Return by Kirkland of 7 yards, and they'll say Arab will get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. We've just gotten underway, 9:28 to play in the first quarter. No score after Ardmore's first possession. They hit that opening pass, and I thought they had something going, but after that, they stuttered and stopped.
Yeah, they adjusted it, and then went back to that cover 1, which kept that safety deep, and the quarterback, he did the reads he had to do on those plays.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Arab Knights. Quarterback is Stevens, a good game manager. We use that in a complimentary way. Single setback is Ingram. Knights have a slot to the right side. Stevens going to keep it himself. He's got a good hole it right in. He's across the 45. He's across midfield. He's down the sideline to the 45-yard line. A big gash play on the first play for Arab, just like the first play for Ardmore. A big gash play getting 25 yards.
I don't think many people would have had that on the bingo card as the first play of the game, but, hey, what a great run by Nick Stevens. Like I said, I think this game hinges on what he does. As he goes, the Knights go.
Stafford Willis was out there on that lead block, and he just blew a hole open, and Stevens went right through it.
Coach called that Buffalo today. He talked about it after Coach's breakfast. He told you and I about it.
Yes, he did.
Here's a handoff counter play going to the left side. This is Mason Ingram. He's going to get 4 yards before he is bottled up by the middle of that big defensive line. Young but big for the Ardmore Tigers. Landon Combs led the charge. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Arabian Knights. By the way, that first down was a Citizens Bank and Trust first down. We got so excited about that long run. Big gash play, first down for both teams on offense of the first play of the game. Knights to the line of scrimmage. They put a slot out to the left side. That is Owen Lambert. Wideouts either way. Back to pass, first pass of the night. Stevens looking downfield, punches it downfield. Wide open in the middle of the field. This could go for 6 and does.
There we go.
Touchdown on a short, skinny post to Julian Borges. And it is an Arabian Night touchdown of 45 yards. Beautiful strike. All of a sudden, the sea parted of white jerseys, and Borjas could have run all the way to Wendy's.
That's funny because Chris and I talked about that play during pregame out on the field, and what a great play. What a great throw by Nick.
So Knights draw first blood with 8:33 to play in the first quarter, and it only took them 3 plays to do so. 3 plays, 70 yards. So Boras on the pass from Stevens for 45 yards.
They sent two men downfield deep, and the safety could only cover one of them, Michael.
Snap is back. Placement is in the air, and the kick is good. So, with 8:33 to play, first quarter, Knights score in a hurry, 7-0 up on Ardmore on the Fun Radio Football Network.
You're not happy until you're eating at Grumpy's. Located in the Northgate Shopping Center, Grumpy's is serving up fresh, made daily pizza, pasta, and chicken salad that'll put a smile on anyone's face. Now with an extended family menu, perfect for dine-in or takeout. Call 256-931-2335 to order today. Open Monday through Thursday till 8 and Friday and Saturday till 8:30. Get happy with Grumpy's Pizza and Pasta.
Just like a great football team, you need a winning game plan when buying or selling your home. That's where Diane Prestridge comes in. With over 25 years experience, Diane knows the field and how to get results. Whether you're moving across town or across country, Diane's professionalism, local expertise, and proven track record will get you to the end zone. Call Diane Prestridge with the new Premier Realty Group at 256-505-7870 and let her put you on the path to victory.
Friday nights under the lights on Fun 92.7.
Back with you from the Arab Electric Broadcast Center, high above Arab Schools Sportsplex. I'm Michael St. John, along with Chuck Ellis, Chris Greer, Kenny Creech in booth. And the kickoff following the touchdown is going to send the man back to the 9-yard line. Coming forward, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32-yard line. Good returns. Boy, this is a good return team for these Ardmore Tigers. They've had good returns of more than 20 yards on the first two kicks, as that was Jason Smith. Was that Riddle? Yeah, Riddle carrying it back. So good return yardage for the starting running back. 7-0 in favor of the Arab Knights following that scoring drive. We'll give you that scoring drive right now. This scoring recap is brought to you by Southern Elite Realty and the coach Jeff Gibbs. It goes for a 65-yard drive with a minute and 35 seconds taken off the clock. A 45-yard pass play from Stevens to Borjas. The extra point was good. 7-0 Knights, and on the first play, they run the tailback, and again, this is the hard-running Riddle, Javian Riddle, that gets up to about the 37-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 3, second down and 7.
Yeah, as Coach Wells, my coach back in high school, would say, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's what they're doing right now, and they're looking to get some success out of that.
Here it would be 3 yards in a cloud of tire remnants.
That's exactly right.
Second down. Empty backfield now for Ardmore. They've got a slot to either side, wide out this way. They're going to put Riddle in motion. They're going to run that little sweep play to the right side. They like to run that, but it's not getting much. They've run it twice, and it's gotten a yard each time. So 3rd and 5 for the Ardmore Tigers. You know, sometimes coaches, Chris, like to run plays until it works, but you wonder the philosophy behind that. Ardmore needs to open it up, and I think the way they've got to open it up is through the air.
I think to get holes on the ground, they're going to need to be able to pass the ball like they did on that very first play they had on offense.
They haven't thrown the ball since. Well, actually, they threw a screen pass that got blown up by Arab. They'll throw it this time. Back to pass. King throws over the middle, in and out of the hands, and intercepted by an Arabian Knight, and coming back with it on the ricochet. Boy, what a nice interception by Landon Pitt. Right place, right time. That ball was a rocket to the wide receiver, Caden Hazelwood. They ran that skinny post that they got the big gainer on. This time they run it off the left side instead of the right, but the ricochet goes right into the Arabian Knights' hands. First turnover of the ball game, 1st and 10 Knights.
Hey, this time, instead of pulling up the cover 1, they dropped back. One of the linebackers dropped back and made it cover 2, which threw the quarterback off on what he was reading. Great play.
1st and 10 Knights with trips to the left side. They're on the near side hash mark, moving left to right. Here's the handoff. Mason Ingram looks for the corner. He's got it. Ingram at the 30. Ingram at the 20. He's down inside the 15, and that is going to be Riddle. Nope, check that. That is going to be Dayton Brumlett, a junior defensive back that knocked him out of bounds. Had he not knocked him out of bounds, the Knights would have been on the board again, but hold the phone. Holding across the way at the line of scrimmage will bring this big run back.
Yeah, that hurts there.
Don't like to see this, but that happened on the left side of the line, and I'm not going to call a number, but I think I saw that it was one of those holding situations where the arm got outstretched.
It did.
And that's why you got the call.
Yeah, and on the first play probably all season that we've got to see Mason's speed. He gets that corner, like I said, it's a foot race. And
He beats you to the corner, he's going to beat you to the end zone.
1st and 20 for the Arabian Knights. Graham Grisham going wide to the left side. This time the slot comes around to the right, wide side of the field with a slot and H-back. They give it to Ingram this way. Big hole at right tackle, and he goes across the 40 and gets that penalty yardage back down. He got 11 all the way down to the 38-yard line, and once again, Big Stafford made that block, and he cleared that linebacker out of the whole neighborhood. Tackle was made by Jalen Smith.
That was the same play they ran to the left side, Michael. They just flipped it over to the right. They're seeing something in this defense that they're taking advantage of.
2nd down and 10. Knights in possession in Ardmore territory. Second time tonight. They lead 7-0 with 6:18 left to play in the first quarter. Here comes motion across the middle. Handoff on the delay. Penalty marker goes down. Motion man moved too soon. Did you see that block just then?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty.
That's gonna come back, but that was a crossing wide receiver that put a linebacker 5 yards behind where he was standing.
Owen Lambert, yeah.
That was Owen Lambert.
Oh man, he rocked his clock.
Well, back in the day, we give T-shirts for that at the junior high, and we call it the Pancake Club. That was a pancake block for Owen Lambert.
That was I'm going to disagree with you. That was a flying tackle block by Owen Lambert. That could have been a crossbody back in the wrestling days. Trips to the left side, 2nd down and 15. Delay going to Mason Ingram up the middle. He's hit, and he will get about 3 yards. Austin Kanzler was there to make the stop for the Ardmore Tigers. So, again, they get the penalty yardage back, but they're behind the sticks on 3rd and 10.
That's one of those plays there that they've seen 2 weeks in a row because of Jamboree. They ran it and then ran it last week, and they stayed at home. They were ready for that one.
5:42 to play in the first quarter. We have a timeout on the field. Back after this on the Fun Radio Football Network.
Saving you money. That's what we're all about at Warehouse Discount Groceries.
More than just your hometown grocery store, Warehouse Discount Groceries offers a ton of convenient services, including check cashing, postage stamps, money orders, and so much more. The friendly staff is eager to help make your shopping experience smart and easy. 2252 North Brindley Mountain Parkway. Open every day for your grocery needs. Call 256-586-6567 to ask about in-store specials throughout the week.
We appreciate your business at Warehouse Discount Groceries.
They're basically starting line of scrimmage on this drive. They have
Discover the latest in comfort and style of Race Furniture with new inventory featuring adjustable beds, lift chairs, recliners, and Serta mattresses. They have everything you need for a beautiful home. Enhance your space with our stunning home decor, all at affordable prices. Rates Furniture is a proud sponsor of Arabian Nights football. Shop with us today in the Dogwood Plaza and experience quality and value like never before. Rate Furniture at the right price. Wrights Furniture.
A scrimmage snap to Stevens, rolls out, hits Borges, it's complete. He's down to the 30, and he is going to be very close. I think he's got it down to the 27-yard line. Drag those chains for a Citizens Bank and Trust. First and 10. Big play for Arab on 3rd down.
And once again, Nick Stevens rolls out, looks good, sets up, sets that back foot, throws the ball, and throws it strike.
Not the most beautiful throwing motion in the world, but boy, is he completing.
He's getting accurate.
Much more accurate than last year. Here comes motion with the H back to the left side. Delay handoff to Ingram up the middle, bounces off of a defensive tackle, and then he is put down at about the 23-yard line. Stop was made by Caden Kyle. Caden Kyle is a senior defensive back. You'll hear his name a lot. Last week he was the leading tackler for this Ardmore team.
Yeah, that's one of those guys that I think number 14 is looking for. 14 looks like a torpedo coming through there, looking for somebody to hit.
2nd down and 8. We're down inside the 5-minute mark, first quarter. Knights moving left to right as you listen. They lead 7-0 over the Ardmore Tigers. Senior night at Arab School Sportsplex. Handoff, delay again. Ingram up the middle, gets a big block. He's going to go down inside the 15, down near the 13-yard line. We'll drag those chains again for the 13-yard line. That is a 15-yard pickup for Mason Ingram and a Citizens Bank and Trust first down.
He showed excellent patience on that run, Michael. He gave it about a half a second for that hole to open up, then took advantage.
Trusley was the clearing block, but I think Campbell came across and knocked out the linebacker that cleared it for even a further gain. 1st and 10, Knights in the red zone once again of the Ardmore Tigers. Handoff, fake to Ingram. He pulls it. Brown out to pass to Stevens. Going to dump it over across to Lambert, and Lambert is going to be down. Owen is down inside the 5-yard line, very close to first down yardage. And let's see where they spot the ball and see what the officials say. It'll be second down and short. Let's give it a 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you what, number 54, the linebacker, Braden McKnight, come across there and laid the wood to him, but he jumped back up. He's a tough man.
Far side hash mark. Knights trying to punch it in. They lead 7-0 in the first quarter. Stevens with a wide out to the right. Lambert. Let's see if he throws a fade route that way. Nope, they're going to give it inside to Ingram, and he'll get the first down around the 2-yard line. Again, the stop for Ardmore was Austin Kanzler. I think the offensive line for Arab is, again, beginning to lean on these players, lean on the defensive players, and we're already seeing some of the players come up slow.
Yes, it's like Chris and I were talking about earlier. I think it happens sooner than it did last week.
Play is good for Citizens Bank and Trust. First and goal, Arab at the 3. Middle of the field. Clock continues to run. 3:10 to play in the first quarter. Knights knocking on the door, already up 7-0. Ingram single setback, double tight ends this time. Motion coming, H-back. Turn, Ingram off the left side, into the end zone. Give him 6, I believe. Nope, they say his knee hit the ground just shy of the goal line. I thought he was in.
Looked like he was in from down here, Michael. Very, very close.
So it is 2nd and goal. Knights bringing
about 2 inches.
Yeah, they're signaling. I was wondering if they were going to go with the heavy package in there. 2nd down and goal. Knights coming to the line of scrimmage. 2:30 to play first quarter. 7-0 Knights looking to add. Wide out to the right side coming this way is Graham Grisham. Here's the snap. Handoff left side, Landon Pitt. Is he in? He is. Give him 6. Landon Pitt for the touchdown.
Great blocking on that left side. Those guys are opening holes. Ardmore, great defensive front, but I think they're starting to lean on them. They feel the size of Arab.
Well, time of possession now, if you look at it in the first quarter, the Knights have had it. Ardmore's only had it for 5 plays from scrimmage.
That's right.
And fumbled the ball, through the interception. And the Knights have maintained possession probably a good 9 minutes of this first quarter. Point after coming. It's a bad snap, and Ardmore's going to fall on it, so it will be no good. Point after is no good on the snap. So your score, with 2:19 to play in the first quarter, is Arab 13, the Ardmore Tigers nothing. You're listening to the Fun Media Group Football Network.
When storms strike, fallen trees can cause serious damage to homes, property, and power lines. Don't wait for disaster. Call Hunch Tree Service. With 31 years of experience in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding, we guarantee quality work and complete cleanup. Fully licensed and insured, we prioritize safety and professionalism on every job. Don't go out on a limb yourself. Trust your local tree experts. Hunch Tree Service is here for you. Find them on Facebook and call for a free estimate at 256-302-0006.
Delightful. It's delicious.
At Milner's Dairy Delight, our customers say it for us.
Soft serve ice cream and thick homemade shakes, better than any fast food chain.
Good food and the prices are very reasonable. Their staff is so nice.
If you want a great tasting burger, then Milner's Dairy Delight will suit your taste buds.
Jumbo cheeseburgers, the best club sandwich.
Ham sandwich, chef salad, chicken strips, foot-long hot dogs.
Milner's menu has it all.
Hi, I'm Bland Milner. It's an honor for our family to serve your family the finest eats and coolest treats at Milner's Dairy Delight.
Now, more Arabian Night Football on Fun 92.7.
Thank you for joining us here on Fun Radio. This is Arabian Night Football, brought to you by a whole bunch of folks. We really appreciate our sponsors and, of course, our broadcast booth, the Arab Electric Cooperative, who continue to do masterful work even in stormy situations. Right. Big salute to the linemen. Saw a bunch of the linemen coming into the game tonight. Said hello to them and thanked them for the job they do, and the fine folks at Arab Electric. So the Knights kicking off after the missed extra point. Kirkland nails it. Taken deep man is Jalen Smith, coming back up to the 20, and boom! Down he goes. That was an open field tackle by Cooper Jones, a freshman, 6'2", 152, and he blew the play up.
What a lick, Michael. I mean, a freshman.
2:13 left to play in the first half, in the first quarter. At the quarter break, we will have a Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard update from Cody Walker, and that's coming up at the next break here.
Chuck, I'd probably add this freshman group for Arab might be the deepest that they have ever had at this school. Extremely talented.
We used to call that a decleater.
Yes.
We used to call it something else I can't say on the radio.
Well, I know what you're talking about.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay. Quarterback going to run a quarterback draw right up the middle from the 20, gets up to the 25-yard line. Good play that time by the quarterback. Good thinking. I'm telling you, this offense, the more you keep them off the field, the better chance you have of winning this football game. Alex King, the 6'2", 205-pound senior, is a real – he reminds me in the Jamboree, there was a player, John Wade
Beck.
John Wade Beck was playing for Geraldine. He had a big game, by the way, last week. He reminds me of a version of that. Handoff on a counter play, going to the tailback, and he's just dragging Arabian Night players with him across the 35 to the 36-yard line. That is Riddle, and that is a gain of 9, and that is an Ardmore first down at the Arab 36-yard line.
Mason Jones there.
Watch, that's another talented freshman for Arab. Watch King for Ardmore to line up at wide receiver. He's been spending about half his time out at wide receiver.
This time, Ardmore goes unbalanced. Now they bring an end over, tight end to the left side, moving right to left as you listen late in the first quarter. And Arab leads 13-0. Handoff to the tailback. He'll get about 2, maybe 3 yards up near the 40-yard line. And a host of Arabian Knights were there to greet him there. They met him in mass. Zayden Schmidt and Cohen Cantrell on the tackle for the Knights. And we have a stoppage in play. They stopped the clock. Well, now they roll it. Apparently we had an equipment issue.
Yeah,
and now they'll start it back up. So we're inside the 1-minute mark in the first quarter. Knights getting a fast start. We talked about the Knights being slow starters this morning with Coach Rowden on Coach's Breakfast. They have proven us wrong tonight. Counterplay going to Riddle. Riddle up the middle. Riddle in the middle, and they do that a lot. He gets up near the 44-yard line for a gain of 3, so manageable 3rd and 3.
Excellent vision by the young man. When he saw that hole, he shifted to his right, and he hit it, and he hit it hard. You're not going to arm tackle the guy. You got to stay on your feet when you hit him and put your shoulder to him, take him to the ground.
Cohen Cantrell ball hawking tonight. That's his 4th tackle to my account, and he made the stop that time on Riddle. So it'll be 3rd down, and they're going to let the clock run out, I believe, and that is indeed what they're going to do. Clock is going to expire in the first quarter, and the good guys have the lead. Up on the Ardmore Tigers, 13-0 on senior night from the Arab School Sportsplex. Let's check out the Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard with Cody Walker.
Hunters, it's time for the North Alabama Co-op's 4th annual hunting giveaway. Visit the stores in Arab, Hartselle, and Coleman to check out the great prizes and register for your chance to win. Drawing will be held October 15th, but you must be registered to win. Check out the new website, NorthAlabamaCoop.com, or pay a visit on Facebook for all the details. Don't wait. The place for all your hunting needs, North Alabama Co-op. Gear up, get registered, get ready to win.
Back with you tonight from the Arab Electric Cooperative's broadcast booth. Arab up 13-0 starting the second half. We had a little difficulty on that scoring recap, so let me recap those scores. Plainview leads Boaz in the Battle of the Pruitts tonight, 7-0. That's at the end of the first quarter. Madison Academy 7-7 with West Morgan. That's quite a game, and that's a game that we'll be following a lot tonight on the Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard. So those two scores already coming down as this game is progressing as well. So we'll continue to watch this situation, and we'll have a scoring update shortly. 3rd down and 3. Possession down, blitz coming from the Knights. They hand it off to Riddle. He breaks the blitz. He breaks more yardage, and he's up to midfield. Ardmore's got a 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe. That time, nothing fancy. That time, Chuck, all he did was put his head down and went right up the middle.
He didn't hesitate at all. I mean, run straight up the middle, hard running. He's getting wound up.
So 1st and 10 for the Ardmore Tigers. That is their fourth first down of the ball game. And come to the line of scrimmage, right in the middle of the field, moving left to right as you listen. Back to pass. King, the quarterback, quick opener. Pass is complete. That's one of his favorite receivers. That's Cade Carter. Help me, guys. Apodaca. Did I get that right, Chris?
Yes, you did. His brother plays linebacker and is a very good defender for the Tigers.
And let me make this clear right here, right now. They are not from Florida.
Apoca?
Some people, I think, got that. Others did not.
Yeah.
Playing late in the first quarter, 5 all over Sylvania, 14-0. No score between Decatur and Lee. Nothing on the books for, between Decatur and Grissom. Nothing on the books for Lee and Madison County either. On the first play, after first down, or on second down, I'll check that. It'll be 3rd down and 5 after that run at left end got about 2 yards. Look down at the phone, missed a play. 3rd down situation for Ardmore. They need to score this drive with 10:49 to play in the first half. They trail the Arab Knights by the score of 13-0. This time they go unbalanced to the short side, and they move the motion with the running back, and the quarterback's going to keep it off the right side. He's going to be near first down yardage, down near the 41-yard line. I may think he's a little bit short, and but down by 13, I think you may want to go for it.
I would think so. He's going to like about a yard to go there, but at the 42-yard line, 41 and a half, he's going for it.
I don't know. It looked like he sent his
Wildcat.
Wildcat. Yes, it is. Wildcat to Riddle. Unbalanced right side. You know Riddle's going to carry it off that right side. He does. He's got the first down and more across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. He took one heck of a lick.
He
up
sure
front.
did. I think it was number 4.
No, it was no, it was not. It was Mason Jones.
Yeah, 44. Yeah.
The freshman linebacker gave him a heck of a lick, and he just brushed it off and got 3 more yards.
He's a headhunter. He gets out there, he'll hit you. There's some licks being laid tonight.
Ardmore's drive continues. Again, the longer that offense has the ball in their hands, the more dangerous they get. That's what happened last week at East Limestone. By the end of the game, that offense was clicking. 9:55 to play, first half. Ardmore on a 1st and 10 from the Arab 38, moving left to right as you listen here in the second quarter. And this is, again, a run fumble on the play. Let's see who comes up with the ball. Riddle dropped the ball as he was going down. I was watching the monitor, and Arab's got it. Arab comes up with the football. And a good recovery for the Arabian Knights, Aiden Trejo. A senior defensive lineman came up with that football, and Chris Greer, we haven't called that name a lot, but he's in there sort of as a mastering things up, and that time got a loose football.
You know, when you get in from time to time, you got to take advantage of your snaps, and he certainly did so that time, Michael.
1st and 10 for the Arabian Knights. Second turnover of the first half for Ardmore.
It is, and that's one of those things that they were talking about in the pregame, that they had to limit, and they're on the wrong side of it right now.
Trips to the right side. Cohen Cantrell way out there as a flanker. Quarterback is Stevens. Here's the snap. Going to run pitch play this time. Gets it into the hands of Landon Pitt. They'll make that Chase Kirkland. And Kirkland's going to go on a pitch play all the way out of bounds up near midfield. So we haven't seen Chase Kirkland run this year, but a penalty flag goes down after the fact. And let's check it out. There may be some extracurricular over on the sideline. That was a big run of about 14 yards, but it may be coming back.
I think it'd be dead ball.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be a dead ball personal foul. Here we go.
It's going to be against the Arabian Knights. So somebody, and I hate to say it, but I think the ball carrier was the one that came up a little aggressively, let's say.
One of the blockers really got a hold of an Ardmore Tiger defender, and
took him down about to 30.
Yeah, he got his money's worth, Michael.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, he was giving him the business, as the case goes. All right.
He's hustling.
9:29 to play. The Arab penalty is a first down, so now it is a negative first down, so it's a Citizens Bank and Trust first down, but the line of scrimmage drops back to the 31-yard line, but it's still a first down because the play gained first down, and it was a dead ball foul. Here's the snap. You don't see that often. Handoff going to the tailback. This is Ingram. He's going to be pulled down for a loss. Good pursuit that time by Jalen Smith. Smith just read that play almost as a spy, and he is cramping as he comes up. Let's see if he comes out of the game. He plays both ways, offensively and defensively, but got a bit of a cramp, but he looks like he's going to be okay. He's actually holding his midsection. So a loss of the play of 6 yards. So it's second down and 16. Arab going backwards all of a sudden on this drive. 8:50 to play in the first half. Knights are up 13-0.
It's big time for a pass, but
Stevens just going to be safe. Hands it off to Ingram. Ingram's going to get some of that negative yardage back. He'll get up to near the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Ardmore in the middle. Stop was made by Azrael Lozano. Is a senior inside linebacker. That's a mouthful, and that's a player full. I tell you, he can motor. I saw him on film this week. That young man can motor.
He comes downhill in a hurry.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm referring to. Third down and 12. Knights behind the sticks. Let's see if they can convert. 8:15. Clock running. Second quarter rather. Snap. Stevens back. Going to throw the pass downfield. Going to Lambert. Boom. And he'll go. Penalty marker goes down. He got sandwiched. And they're going to say that is a pass interference. Lambert comes up holding his ribs, but he's okay. He literally got sandwiched between a safety and a defensive back, and you don't like to see that happen.
You don't like to see that happen, but if it's going to happen, you want them to get there a second too early so we get the first down.
That's right.
Next stoppage in play, we'll have a Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard coming your way with Cody Walker, if everybody's awake back at the place. My play-by-play's been so bad tonight, they've fallen asleep.
A second flag just went down, Michael. The officials are going over to the Ardmore sideline now.
Coach Snyder is giving an official an earful.
He's giving the business over there. Yeah.
He's pointing at him in the whole 9 yards. Now, they threw another flag?
Or did I believe they picked it up.
Did they?
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning, exactly. Here's Stevens back to pass, got pressure coming, throws over the middle, incomplete. Zipped it in and out of the hands of Julian Borjas, and Borjas couldn't hold on to it. That ball was thrown like a fastball coming over the plate.
Sure was. He kind of sidearmed it a little bit. Go ahead, Chris.
It seems like Borjas is becoming a security blanket for Nick, and that's not a bad thing.
Well, Borjas is a type of receiver we've seen so far this year. He's able to find the soft spot. And I think Stevens is very comfortable going to him, knowing he's going to be in a soft spot. Second down and 10 on the incomplete pass. 8:02 to play first half. Knights up 13-0. Toss sweep.
Pass.
Going to Kirkland. Going to throw halfback pass, and it is intercepted. And is it given credit? Yep, I think he got it. Or are they saying it hit the ground?
Yeah, it hit the ground.
They're saying it hit the ground. Nice effort that time by Caden Hazelwood. Kirkland threw that ball on the run, but wasn't set and got nothing on it. And it was just up for grabs, and Caden Hazelwood almost had him a pick. But instead, it's 3rd and 10 for the Knights. Knights are 2 for 4 on third down conversions tonight.
This would be a good time to look for Big Tucker Willis across the middle.
Yeah, especially if they walk those guys up like they've been doing.
3rd and 10. Ball at the 45-yard line. Knights moving right to left as you listen in the second quarter. Back to pass Stevens. Here comes pressure. Meet at the quarterback. Over the middle. They cleared it out. He's got a pass completion into the hands of Boras again. And Boras is all the way down to the 26-yard line. That was a beautifully executed play. The quarterback was in a lot of trouble. Let the ball off at the right moment before he got creamed. And a beautiful pass play to Borges for a Citizens Bank and Trust. Arab first down at the 28. Handoff to Mason Ingram on the carry inside the 20 down to the 18. That's 10 yards on a gash on first down. Big gash plays. Knights go fastball. They get up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And they're using Tucker as the decoy out there.
Willis on the left side this time. Ardmore says, this is too fast for us. Defense takes a timeout. Timeout on the field? Well, maybe not. Looks like they're going to drag the chains. Yep, they're going to drag the chains, so we'll keep it here. They set the chains for a Citizens Bank and Trust first down at the 17-yard line. Suddenly the Knights are on fire offensively again. Changing the play. Stevens giving direction. Borjas wide to the right side. He's the lone out that way. Coming as the lone out this way is Graham Grisham. Here's the handoff to Ingram, right up the middle. He's to the 5, he's to the 3, and a game-saving or touchdown-saving tackle that time by Smith. Otherwise, that would have been 6. So 14 yards, 1st and goal, Arab.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead, Chris.
Ingram made a beautiful jump cut in the hole to make that run. He was initially stopped, and he made a jump cut and put a move on a defender and took off.
He set that left foot, and he was gone.
Gen-Man Generators bringing you sideline reports tonight, and information coming your way from Chris Greer on the sideline. 1st and goal, Knights. Ball at the 3-yard line. Here's the snap, handoff. Ingram, right side, caught and dropped, and it looked like it could have. I thought it maybe went into the helmet area, but they say no, and he'll go down for no gain.
It looked like he grabbed the face mask, of course.
To us, it would absolutely look like it was a face mask.
That's exactly right.
That big lineman over there, he's got his jersey already wrapped up. You know that big old Owen Vaughn over there is, or check that. Yeah, not Owen Vaughn. Got the wrong team. The big old guy Landon Combs over there.
I think quarterback just take it right up the middle here.
2nd down and goal from the 3. Knights with a tight formation. They got wideouts to the right side. Quarterback's going to take it right up the middle, just like Chuck called it. Give the Knights 6. Touchdown, Arabian Knights.
That play was set up by a pancake block by Stafford Willis that absolutely decimated the defensive front.
Hey, they're getting tired, Chris.
Indeed they are, and now it is a 19-0 ball game in favor of Arab. Will they go for 2 to keep it even at 21? It seems not. Kirkland is in to attempt the point after. Gudger will hold. 5:56 to play in the first half. Knights are up 19. Snap is back. Kick in the air. Up 20-0. So the Arabian Knights have struck early and often in the first half and have a commanding lead over the visiting Ardmore Tigers, 20-0, with 5:56 to play in the first half on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Looking to move better, feel stronger, and play your best? Welcome to Play Well Performance, Marshall County's home for expert physical therapy and athletic training. Whether you're recovering from injury or leveling up your game, our team specializes in helping athletes and active adults get back to doing what they love, pain-free and performing at their peak. Come see us for physical therapy or performance training today at 115 Almond Drive. Visit playwellperformance.com or call us at 256-929-6929. Play Well Performance. Move better, live better, play well.
This is Arabian Nights Football. Fun 92.7.
Hey, Ken Williams with the Gilbert and Ball Ford scoreboard update. Fairview is 16, Hayden is 0, Hazel Green 8, Albertville 7, Douglas 12, Westminster Christian 7, Columbia is leading East Limestone 7-0, Hartselle 7, Coleman 7, Plainview 7, Boaz 0, Good Hope 7, Brewers 6, Bob Jones 7, Athens 0, and West Morgan 7, and Madison Academy 7. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you very much, Ken. And this, no surprise except one. Can you imagine Columbia last Saturday night, short week, come back after a win, and now leading 7-0 at Milton Frank over East Limestone? Understand, good crowd there. I know Channel 48 is there in mass. My good friend, their sports director, is right there on that sideline. There's some excitement in Huntsville. I love it when a Huntsville school gets excitement behind it in football because it's become such a big basketball town. But to see this and to see Columbia, the school there, all of a sudden rallying behind, that's a real treat.
Anything that Sammy Coates does, people are going to love because he's got that bubbly personality. He had it at Auburn. He had it at Pittsburgh. And the people loved him. I remember when he was in the Senior Bowl, they talked about he was the number one guy that got everybody up, got them talking, got them laughing. And he's a great coach, and he's doing the right things. And they'll be casting a statue of him before long.
If they have a winning season, there will be a statue of Sammy Coates at the Columbia.
Number 18.
At the Columbia High School, at the Columbia Eagles field house, for sure. I had the opportunity to visit out there on Tuesday, and you guys have talked about it. We talked about it ad nauseum on Coach's Breakfast today. But I think a big part of that program's turnaround thus far, and I'm calling it a turnaround because, you know, after you lose 101 games in a row and you win decisively the way they did last week, and now they lead with East Limestone, you know, that is definitely earmarks of a turnaround. Is a gentleman named Andrew Williams. He was the head football coach at Danville for many years. He's been in this area quite a long time. He is providing that discipline and that. I walked into that locker room, at Columbia High School on Tuesday. And I've been in there, and, of course, the late, great Ronnie Shoemate used to be the DARE officer out there, the control officer out there. And I walked into that locker room where I'd turn around and walk out. I'd look for roaches. I mean, it was that bad.
Yeah.
I walked into there on Tuesday, and it looked like a football palace. I mean, it was clean. It was neat. Nothing was out. And they had no idea I was coming or anybody else was coming. And so it was a surprise visit, but Coach Coates was just so gracious. But to have Andrew Williams as part of that program and what he brings to that program, it allows Sammy to do everything he needs to do on the field with his players. And Coach Williams does the back end of that.
Yeah.
And I think that is, at the end of the year, when ARAB plays Columbia, I got a feeling it's going to be, we all went into the season saying, yeah, that's a win. But now, not so fast, my friend.
That's exactly right. And here's a little tidbit for you, and all my Auburn fans out there will know that he was the guy that scored the tying touchdown in the kick-six game with 48 seconds ago to make it 28-28, which we all know what happened after that.
Well, you have to remind us
Sammy
of
Coates,
that, right?
Yeah, Sammy Coates was the one that scored that tying touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you, and the kids, every one of the players that came by or walked up to him while I was there waiting to interview him, yes, sir, no, sir. At worst, yes, coach, no, coach.
Right.
When was the last time you saw that at Columbia High School?
Oh, he's the man. He was a great baseball player too. I remember when he played baseball, he pitched no-hitter in the. They won state championship in baseball 3 of his 4 years he played. Pitched no-hitter, hit 4 home runs. I think his junior year. Outstanding athlete.
Got a scoring recap coming up for you from the.
That was a 65.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
That was a 65-yard drive, 10 plays, capped off by a 3-yard run by number 9 Nick Stevens, and extra point was good. We have a new score: ARAB 20, Ardmore Tigers 0.
Boy, Kenny Creech sounds pretty good on that.
He sounds real good
for a Florida Gator guy. He sounds pretty good.
Yeah, September 19th.
Scoring update brought to you by Southern Elite Realty. Here's your kickoff, brought to you by Farmers Insurance and agent Sadie Visser. We are Farmers. And a return of about 9 yards this time by Riddle, and he'll get up to around the 28-yard line. Chris Greer down on the sideline. Put yourself in the coach's position for the Ardmore Tigers. You're down 20 on the road. You need something by halftime, 5:50 to play going in. Is it time to air it out?
I think so. I think this is the time you're going to see him start spreading the ball around. You've got some wide receivers who can catch, who can go up and block people out. Caden Hazelwood being the most dangerous. Look for him to try to get the ball in his hands.
He's wide to the right side this time. They drop back the cornerback Riddle. They give it to Riddle off the right side, and he's going to jet through there, and he'll have a first down all the way up to the 39-yard line. So that is an 11-yard gain for Riddle. He's got to be approaching the 100-yard mark.
Oh, got to be. He shifted smooth.
On first down, they quick run it in a hurry. They give it to Riddle. Same play. This time he only gets 2 yards. Knight's defense, not as that was the situation. I think the play developed before the line for Ardmore was ready.
It did, and I think that ARAB's staying. They're keeping what they came with, that 4-3 defense, intact with the safety deep, because they know there's potential for a throw. And Hazelwood's going to the opposite side of the field, left side now.
2nd down and 8. Ball at the 42. This time they give it again to Riddle, and here he goes up the middle. Riddle in the middle, and he's up to about the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. They're going to mark it close to the first down. I think they're going to drag the chains. I don't think these official crews like to measure anymore.
Yeah.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Ardmore Tigers. So they got a good drive going. 5 minutes to play in the first half. They trailed 20-0 on the road against the Arabian Knights, who this week came out with explosiveness from the get-go. They were slow the last couple of games with Geraldine and the Jamboree, and last week at Gunnersville coming out of the blocks. But today they got out of the gate like Secretariat.
Yes.
1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Here comes motion. This is a waggle motion coming back to the running back, and carrying the ball that time was Jalen Smith for Ardmore. He'll get 3 yards into ARAB territory at the 48. Clock continues to run with 4:20 to play. Checking the Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard. So starting to come in from all over North Alabama. Hazel Green surprising Albertville 8-7 there in the second quarter there. Second down and 7. Ardmore, near side hash mark, moving left to right as you listen late in the first half. Alex King gets the snap. They give it up the middle to Smith. They're giving Riddle a little breathing room, and Smith's going to have the first down. They're running it behind their left side tackle, Jadalyn Riddle. That is Riddle's older brother. He is a his younger brother, 6 foot, 289-pound junior, and he clears the way along with Shane McKnight down there, also a junior at 190. Young line for this Ardmore team, only one returning starter. Handoff going to Smith again. This time he's going to break a tackle at left tackle. He's still on his feet and still crawling forward, tearing down the 31-yard line. So he got 9 yards on that one. So big yardage on these running plays inside the tackle all of a sudden, Chuck.
The arm tackling again. We've got to get shoulder pad on them, get them low, get them on the ground.
Ardmore going fastball, and right away now we've got a timeout before the play can run. That seems to be affecting ARAB a little. Chris Gregg's sideline report from Genman Generators. The speed of the plays now as Ardmore goes into race car mode, it seems to be affecting the ARAB defense a bit.
It seems to be affecting their shifts and their coverages a little bit, and it's certainly not hurting them and opening us some holes for the running game.
Second down and 2. Here's the handoff going to the tailback. Smith again. He's got the first down across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. So drag the chains again for the Ardmore Tigers. This is their best drive of the game so far.
I agree.
All 11 defenders for ARAB were in on that tackle, Michael.
Yeah.
So it'll be first and 10. Ardmore is going to take a timeout, I think. Nope, the coach is saying, let's get this play underway. He wants to run fastball continuously. 2:55 to play. And Ardmore with their deepest penetration of the night at the ARAB 29-yard line. Wide out to the left side, and now Ardmore is going to take that timeout. I thought they should have taken before they tried to rush the play. But let's hold the phone here.
I thought they had to look.
We got a penalty flag down. This is going to be a sideline warning against the coach. It is a sideline warning. So not a timeout.
Coach Snyder's working the guy over there, the side judge.
Stafford Willis going in on defense now to get a little push in the middle.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Ardmore Tigers. This would be a perfect time for a pass play. Referee kicking a black towel out of the way. He stepped on it on the field. So now they'll wind the clock, and we'll get this play underway after a bit of a delay. Handoff to the tailback. This is Riddle back in, and Riddle is going to be hit and dropped almost immediately. The tackle was made by Connor Partain, sophomore linebacker at 182. So a gain of only a yard. That may be the shortest gain for Riddle all night, although I think we may have gotten him for a loss earlier. 2:25 to play. The pass play over the middle, almost intercepted, knocked into the air, and almost picked off. I want to say, who was the one that was that? Landon Pitt again? No. That was Hunter Stevens that dropped back and tapped that ball into the air. So the incomplete pass will bring 3rd and 9, and we'll bring a timeout. Player down for Ardmore. We're checking on that. We'll take this break. Back after this with ARAB leading 20-0 in the first half on the Fun
ARAB Cartage and Express Company has been a trusted name in transportation for decades. Now hiring Class A CDL drivers with current DOT physicals and a safe driving history. Enjoy great benefits including medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid holidays, personal time off, and retirement options. Call 256-649-6071 or visit 1101 Nathan Road Southwest to apply. Keep on trucking with ARAB Cartage and Express, where your road to a better future begins.
Charles Wissenant cares. That's why he's been endorsed by so many as the Republican candidate for District 1 Commissioner of Marshall County, including the family of the late Commissioner Ronnie Shumate. Charles wants to continue his public service for this area, which includes being the co-founder of Kelly's Rainbow. He serves as president of the ARAB Electric Co-op Board, the ARAB Emergency Relief Committee, and the Marshall County Personnel Board. Tuesday, November 3rd, vote to keep Charles Wissenant as your Marshall County District 1 Commissioner. Paid for by Charles Wissenant, 1335 Rescue Road, Union Grove.
Now, more Arabian Night Football on Fun 92.7.
Returning back to the ARAB Electric Cooperative Broadcast booth, 2:21 to play in the first half. Following the timeout, Ardmore back on the field, facing a 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 from their ARAB 29-yard line. King drops back, wants to pass, looking downfield, passes it over the middle. He's got his receiver, and the pass is complete all the way down to the 8-yard line. That is an Ardmore first and goal. That time King let everything flush out, and it allowed his receiver to just get into the open spot, and that was Judah Wise on the reception.
They almost did the same thing that Arab did earlier with Borjas. Whenever one cleared it out, as the decoy 16 came across the middle.
And the Arab Knights are going to take a timeout. We'll take our final break of the half, and the score still remains 20-0, but Ardmore is threatening on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Saving you money. That's what we're all about at Warehouse Discount Groceries.
More than just your hometown grocery store, Warehouse Discount Groceries offers a ton of convenient services, including check cashing, postage stamps, money orders, and so much more. The friendly staff is eager to help make your shopping experience smart and easy. 2252 North Brindley Mountain Parkway. Open every day for your grocery needs. Call 256-586-6567 to ask about in-store specials throughout the week.
We appreciate your business at Warehouse Discount Groceries.
The right price, right now.
Discover the latest in comfort and style at Wright's Furniture with new inventory featuring adjustable beds, lift chairs, recliners, and Serta mattresses. They have everything you need for a beautiful home. Enhance your space with our stunning home decor, all at affordable prices. Wright's Furniture is a proud sponsor of Arabian Nights football. Shop with us today in the Dogwood Plaza and experience quality and value like never before. Wright Furniture at the right price. Wright's Furniture.
This is Arabian Nights Football. Fun 92.7.
On first and goal, Ardmore gets to the line of scrimmage, and they line up in a wildcat formation with Javion Riddle taking the snap, but before the snap can get off, somebody couldn't hold their water on the left side, and two people jumped. So this will be a 5-yard penalty, and I'll knock the ball all the way back to the 13-yard line, so it's still first and goal for the Tigers. 2:04 to play in the first half. Ardmore trying to penetrate the scoreboard for the first time tonight. And now the officials are calling a timeout. Apparently there's a problem with the clock, and they're trying to reset it. So the line judge and the referee are having a little meeting, and we're going to hear what's going on. They're going to talk to the press box and the scorekeeper up here. And they've reset it. It was the play clock, and they reset it to 25 seconds, so we should be good if it works. That's always an adventure here, by the way.
Senior quarterback Alex King is lined up, split out at wide receiver, Michael.
I see him now. Yeah.
Yes, he is. And again, the Wildcat formation in the backfield. Riddle is going to take the snap on balance to the right side. They'll run that way. Riddle up the middle. He cuts it inside down to about the 9, maybe the 8, all the way down to the 7-yard line. So a good run by Riddle. And timeout on the field taken by Arab. So the Arab Knights are going to take a timeout defensively on a second and goal from the 6-yard line. We'll keep it here. I don't know if we've got a Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard ready, but checking the scores that we have, we've got Madison County and Lee playing in the second quarter with no score. Fife Red Devils leading Sylvania's second quarter 14-0, our last report. So not a lot of new scores that have come down. We'll be, of course, at halftime getting an update of all these scores from the Gilbert and Ball 40 game scoreboard as Big Ken and Cody Walker take the helm at halftime to carry you through the halftime festivities. And, of course, tomorrow on our sister station, WRAB 107 FM, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks travel to the barren North Wasteland, also known as North Dakota, to take on North Dakota State University in the Jackie Fargo Dome. That pregame on 107.1 will begin at 2:30. Kickoff is at 3:30, and we will again have that game live. We want to thank Marshall County Sheriff Scott Walls, Liberty Bank, Arab Cartage, and our friends at Snead State for providing coverage for North Alabama with Jacksonville State football on WRAB 107 FM. Second and goal, unbalanced to the left this time. Again, the Wildcat, they go with Riddle, and Riddle is going to get to the 5 and is going to get smoked. And, boy, that was a really nice tackle by Dallas Helton. So Knights are taking another timeout. Sort of surprised Arab taking these timeouts, Chuck, in that it's giving time for Ardmore to come up with plays while the clock is running down.
I think they're going to stick with what they're doing and running, and they just Arab's trying to figure out exactly what slots and what techniques they're going to put in there.
And knowing Coach Routon, as we now have learned over the last 3 years, he's a riverboat gambler. I'm wondering if he's taking these timeouts to give his offense enough time for answer points.
I believe that's exactly what he's doing, Michael.
He is a riverboat gambler, and I haven't been to Tunica with him, and I don't know if he's been to Tunica, so let's just make that clear. But he would be somebody that I would say would be a lot of fun on the dice table.
That's right.
So the full moon across the way. Did anybody see the eclipse last night?
I saw it.
Yeah.
I got my dad up. It beautiful.
It was. I was up late. Our engineer, Matt, came down from Tennessee, and he left at about 11 o'clock, and that eclipse was really pretty. Getting a great shot on TV tonight from Horizon Communications of the moon as it rises over the pine trees east of us, coming up over Brindley Mountain. That's a beautiful sight. So now 3rd and goal for Ardmore. 1:49 to play. They bring King back into quarterback, rolling out to pass. Here comes pressure, looking, running out of room, throws it away. So 4th down.
Freshman Mason Jones was giving him the pressure and put the hit to him as he passed that ball, Michael. Definitely affected that play.
Mason is at 5'10", 183. You know, the one thing about this freshman class and some of these younger players, Chris, they're up weight-wise an average of about 10 pounds per person than what you normally see out of a freshman class.
Yes, they've got size and they've got athletic ability.
I would say they've been eating their Wheaties, but they don't eat Wheaties anymore.
No.
Well, as a father to one of the members of that freshman class, I can tell you he eats anything that's not nailed down.
And some furniture, I might add, right? All right, final timeout taken by Ardmore. They're going to go for it, obviously, on 4th and goal from the Arab 6-yard line. They're down by 20. It's almost like you need to score here. If you don't score here, it's a letdown going into halftime if you can keep Arab from scoring in a hurry.
Right. That's exactly right. If they don't score here, Arab's got it, and then Riverboat Gambler can go to work. And he's got a minute, 30 seconds, 35 seconds.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time for Coach Routon.
Also, he gets the ball back after half. So that if Arab could hold here, score some points before halftime, that could be a knockout punch.
I think you take the top off of it and you go Tucker.
Sideline reports, by the way, tonight brought to you by the Gin Man Generators and Mike Wally. Want to say hello to Mike and all the great stuff he's done for Fun Radio in the past couple of weeks. We really appreciate his effort. It's good. If you need a generator, you need to talk to this guy. It's a lot cheaper than going elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes out and takes care of it and get personal attention. Look how beautiful that moon is. Beautiful full moon tonight. Is this is the strawberry moon? We'll have to
I think it may
ask
be.
Google.
As a former law enforcement officer, we used to love these full moons.
So Ardmore is going to eschew a touchdown and attempt a field goal from the 12-yard line. King will hold. Snap is high, put down. Kick is blocked, and it's free. Picked up by an Arab player at the 30, and then King levels him at the 35-yard line. The man on the block, Dallas Helton, as he puts his vote in for Defensive Player of the Game.
One of those freshmen.
Boom! Dallas Helton is a senior, actually. Linebacker, 5'11".
Number 4.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking of Mason, number 44.
Yep, 5'11", 175. That is the first field goal block, I'm going to say, in 4 years. I'm trying to recall when the last one was, but that's been a while since we've had a blocked field goal attempt for the Arabian Knights. 1st and 10, they're in business. They've got 95 seconds to work with. Stevens, the quarterback. Hands off. Ingram looking for the corner. He's got the 35. He's got the 40. He's out of bounds at the 45-yard line, very close to the first down. He goes into the table like a Dudley boy. And that is an Arabian Night Citizens Bank and Trust first down. He bounced right
Bubba
back.
Ray.
Bubba Ray, get the table. Hey, Devon, get the table. You wrestling fans know what I'm talking about.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Bubba Dudley's a great guy. I've had a chance to work with him before. He's a cool
He's
guy.
a heck of a trainer.
Yeah, he is. He's a cool guy, though. Trips to the right side. Knights 1st and 10. Citizens Bank and Trust first down. Minute 28 to play in the half. Trying to add to a 20-0 lead after stopping Ardmore at their 4. Here's King back to, or check that. Here's the quarterback, Stevens, back to pass. Beautiful pitch and catch to Graham Grisham on the sideline at the 34-yard line.
And more importantly, he got out of bounds, Michael, and stopped that clock.
Drag those chains. That's a Citizens Bank and Trust Arabian Night first down. They go fast. Stevens, handoff. Ingram, right side's got a hole. Looking down towards the 30-yard line. Sheen starting to develop on the field. I'm thinking the moisture. You know, I made the comment that it was damp up here in the press box when we were setting up tonight, and it's gotten a little damp on the field. Second down after a gain of 4. Fakes, pulls it. Stevens rolling right side, being pressured. Big guy after him. Looking downfield, throws late, intercepted. Oh, nope, dropped an incomplete pass. Could have been picked. Pass was intended downfield. He was going for Tucker Willis, but the pass was broken up by Caden Lyle, and Lyle almost read, and had he got that, he had a lot of green space in front of him. Damp green space, but a lot of green space. So it is third down now for the Arab Knights. Need a conversion here. Third down from the 31-yard line. In I keep saying Albertville. I'm practicing for next week. In Ardmore territory. They start with an A. Motion coming back, and a penalty marker goes down. Movement procedure against the Arabian Knights will cost them 5. It'll be 3rd and 10 now, back at the 34-yard line. You know, sometimes this fastball stuff gets the play-by-play guy as much as it gets the defense. And tonight is one of those nights. You know what I'm talking about, Chris. You did Fairview for long enough.
Oh, yes, I did. When they start going fast, it seems like you can't catch a breath.
Tongue doesn't move as fast as these young players do anymore.
Look for Borjas here.
Third down 10. Knights in the gun. Stevens standing at the 40. Snap, rolling out, right side, looking downfield on the roll, gets clobbered, and the pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Boras again, but that time Stevens got lit up by a blitzing linebacker. That was Lucas Green, so it'll be 4th down for the Knights.
That was a delayed blitz by the Tigers, and it worked very well that time.
I agree with you, Chris. They walked two guys back and had the cover 2 in effect.
And with a rollout quarterback, the delayed blitz can really cause a lot of problems in reading progressions.
Exactly. And reading that progression there, I figured they were going to use the decoy of Tucker and Borjas in the flat, which is what they were going to do.
Ardmore's going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here as we're close to halftime, 45 seconds away. It's 4th down for the Knights, and the Tiger defense wants to get aligned because I'm sure Coach Snyder says, hey, we don't want to give away any points right here. So it is going to be a very I'm sure they're going to come up with a defense that is a little different than what we've looked at. Chuck, you know, as a former defensive back and a running back, in these situations, your back is against the wall, not as much with the offense in what they're doing, but what you have to do defensively to keep points out of the end zone, because just like Chris brought up a minute ago, if the Knights score here, they get the ball back in the third quarter, you've got a 14-point swing on the griddle there, which could ice this game away before the third quarter really gets underway.
I promise you, they know where number 1 is, and they know that he can high point the ball. Their tallest cornerback or safety is 6'1". But I had double coverage right here on number 1.
4th down and 10. Stevens, single setback, steps back, going to throw it long, exactly what you said, going to throw it deep and incomplete. Good coverage downfield. Pass broken up, intended for Owen Lambert, but a good, and again, the defensive back that time went up and spotted the ball at the exact precise moment, and that was Jalen Smith, who also is a running back and a punt returner and kickoff returner for Ardmore. He's sort of doing it all. So on downs, Ardmore's defense holds the Arabian Knights' offensive blitz. With 39 seconds to play, the Tigers get the ball back. Knights are up 20-0. Fans on their hands tonight. They have sort of been rocked and lulled to sleep by this lead.
Yes, they have, and it's that was a pretty amazing play there. 14 goes out there, and defensive back, he high points the ball. He got up and deflected the ball.
Handoff going to the tailback this time. This is Riddle. He breaks loose. He's across the 45, across the 50. Still on his feet. He's across the 45 down to the Arab 42-yard line. Drag those chains for the Ardmore Tigers, and that's a big run for Riddle and I think he is well over 100 yards.
Gotta be.
And this is going to be the final timeout for Ardmore. So all the timeouts have been used in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock, and that's delayed going into halftime. But Ardmore now, all of a sudden, with 30 seconds on the clock, find themselves in an opportune situation. 1st and 10 at the Arab 42-yard line. Big gash plays for the past few minutes.
Yeah, those look good. And once again, he takes the ball, runs north and south. He is explosive. When he needs to be patient, he's patient. The vision he's got, when he needs it, he's got it. He's pretty well-rounded running back. And as you said in the beginning, 2,500 yards, that speaks volumes for a kid that's out here running.
Well over 100 right now. I would say he's around 110, 111 maybe. We'll check with Archie Anderson at halftime. Coming up, by the way, at halftime, the Marshall County Gas District halftime report. Recap of our first half action and a rundown of all the games now in progress. From the Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard, Big Ken, Cody Walker, and Vivian back at the studio is going to take you through our halftime situation. So Ardmore back onto the field, 1st and 10. Ball on the near side hash mark at the 42-yard line in Arab territory. Tight end to the short side. Here's King going to throw a little flanker screen out to the left side. Gets it into his favorite receiver. That is Carter Apodaca. And he is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Number 44.
Knights read it well. And again, the Knights linebacker, Mason Jones, the freshman, making his presence known. 2nd down and 10, and the clock stops before the play starts. Before the play starts, everything's grinding to a halt. And what do we have here? Is this a penalty as a delay of game?
I think so. Now they're going to cover 3, which means they're going to have that zone.
All right, I have a question. Chris, that was a delay of game. Was that because of a substitution? Because it certainly didn't expire the clock.
I believe that was because of a late substitution. It looked like they might have had too many people in the huddle, Michael.
So it'll be 2nd down, and no, they don't walk anything off. Or are they about to walk something off? Well, the officials with the discussion. This last 3 minutes of this first half has taken a day and a half. And they're talking about, I'm thinking they're talking about where to set the clock because it's rolled down to 5 seconds, and I think there's more time left.
My guess is it's going to be
about 9 seconds left.
I was just about to say it should be about 9, maybe 10 seconds.
That's the voice of our statistician, Kenny Creech, coming in there. They're going to wave the flag off. So I have to get an explanation of that further down the road. So they reset the clock to 30 seconds. So, and I think that's where it was when Ardmore ran the last play. And now Coach Roughton is saying, no, the clock should have been running.
I think he's right.
He's going to windmill his arm. I hope it's not sore in the morning. He's really windmilling it. So we'll hopefully get the play underway. The official coming this way. The official is not mic'd up. I've been praying that, we got the Jumbotron. Now let's get a mic'd up official.
There we go.
All right, now they're running. They're going to reset the clock.
Yeah.
This is a cluster, folks. Down to 6 seconds. Kenny, you were right to begin with. 2nd down. This could be the last play of the first half. Arab in a deep prevent defense. They're going to run the ball, and he's going to be tackled at the 39-yard line, and that's going to put the first half in the books. With the Arab Knights posting 20 points in the first half. They've got a 20-0 lead here at halftime. Let's go down to the field. Chris has got the coach Kyle Roughton. Let's get his comments.
Coach, this morning you talked about your offense getting out of the gate early. How happy were you to see them come out, punch Ardmore in the mouth quick?
Yeah, I was really happy with the start, but then we have a successful 2 minute after a blocked field goal. We get down and we make 2 or 3 mistakes, and we can't have that stuff happen. That stuff's got to be cleaned up. That's just a bitter taste going into halftime right here.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, spoken like a winning football coach.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He'll get that fixed at halftime.
All right, coming up next is our Marshall County Gas District halftime report, which is recapping our first half action, and we are going to kick it off with an update on our Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard with Big Ken. Take it away.
Thank you, Michael. This is Ken Williams with the Gilbert and Ball Ford scoreboard update. Coleman 14, Hartselle 7, Douglas 32, Westminster Christian 7, Brindley Mountain 27, Asbury 7, Ider 20, DAR 0, Gunnersville 24, Sardis 0, Plainview 14, Boaz 3, Scottsboro 41, Crossville 0, Hazel Green 15, Albertville 14, Priceville is leading at the half 15-0 over Springville, and Locust Fork is leading Pennington 6-0. Back to you, Michael.
Actually, back to the studio. It's time for the Marshall County Gas District halftime report.
It's the Fun 92.7 halftime show.
Brought to you by Marshall County Gas Company. Natural gas.
Make your life easier with natural gas appliances. Your Marshall County Gas District reminds you to think about natural gas appliances for your new home or to replace old appliances with the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. Natural gas is the comfortable, efficient answer to lower monthly utility bill. Call your local Marshall County Gas office for more details. Locations in Arab, Albertville, and Gunnersville, or toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Charles Wissenat cares. That's why he's been endorsed by so many as the Republican candidate for District 1 Commissioner of Marshall County, including the family of the late Commissioner Ronnie Shoemate. Charles wants to continue his public service for this area, which includes being the co-founder of Kelly's Rainbow. He serves as president of the Arab Electric Co-op Board, the Arab Emergency Relief Committee, and the Marshall County Personnel Board. Tuesday, November 3rd, vote to keep Charles Wissenat as your Marshall County District 1 Commissioner. Paid for by Charles Wissenat, 1335 Rescue Road, Union Grove.
When it comes to getting the job done right, contractors and DIYers know where to go. Forge and Build. From tools and hardware to quality lumber, we've got everything you need to tackle any project, big or small. Find us at 841 North Brindley Mountain Parkway. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays till noon. Forge and Build. We stock it. You build it.
It's football time in Alabama. Our students are learning big American lessons. You can start with your God-given talents, and through practice, hard work, and sacrifice, you have the ability to become champions. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. May God bless all of our students representing our high schools during this season, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
We got the right used cars you can trust. Come take a drive.
Hey everyone, it's Jennifer Harlow, your hometown car gal. You don't have to drive far to find a great deal. At A&D Motors, we're your locally owned, buy here, pay here dealership for over 30 years. And we stand behind every vehicle we sell. Finance with us and get a free limited warranty. Visit the car gals at A&D Motors on the Parkway in Arab, your one-stop dealership.
So come on down, let's take a spin. With A&D Motors, you're sure to win.
Friday nights are about more than football. They're about community, family, and coming home. When it's time to make your next move, trust the team that knows Arab and North Alabama and calls this community home. This is Scott Haga, Associate Broker with Southern Elite Realty. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for your next home, let the Haga team go to work for you. Scott and Terry Haga, putting you on the winning team in real estate. Go Knights.
Now, back to the game on Fun 92.7.
Make your life easier with natural gas appliances. Your Marshall County Gas District reminds you to think about natural gas appliances for your new home or to replace old appliances with the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. Natural gas is the comfortable, efficient answer to lower monthly utility bill. Call your local Marshall County Gas office for more details. Locations in Arab, Albertville, and Gunnersville, or toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Hello, this is Chase Cole of ProTech Roofing and Exteriors. Chances are your roof has not been inspected for weather damage within the last 5 years. With all the weather events throughout the Tennessee Valley this storm season, give us a call at 256-640-8091 or check us out on Facebook to schedule your free consultation. From asphalt shingles to metal roofing, we've got the solutions to keep your home safe and dry. ProTech Roofing and Exteriors.
Alabama Home Builder License number 28892. Licensed, bonded, and insured.
We never forget in everything we do.
Looking for a doctor who treats your family like family? Premier Family Care is growing and welcoming new patients across North Alabama. Meet Dr. Cassie Stevenson in Gunnersville, Dr. Janison Hunter in Arab, and Dr. Melanie Garner in Bluntsville, and joining Dr. Jess Youngblood with comprehensive care for kids, adults, and seniors. From routine checkups to managing chronic conditions, Premier Family Care is here for every stage of life. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call today for an appointment and make Premier Family Care your family's health care home.
No one's more important than you.
Running a small business is hard enough, so choosing the right business insurance shouldn't be, right? Choose Jeff Morgan and Country Financial, ready to help protect every aspect of your business. Whether it's traditional insurance, group benefits, retirement plans, Jeff Morgan is ready to help you today. Country Financial has helped small businesses grow for more than 100 years. We'll do the same for you too. Call Jeff Morgan at 256-586-6058 to get a quote today.
Wondering what it feels like to feel really good, energized, refreshed, pain-free, and happy? Come experience affordable natural wellness therapies, tools that help your body do what it does best, heal. At Wonders for Wellness, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. No appointment required. Located at 411 on Main Street in Arab. Book your session today at wondersforwellness.com or call 256-931-0004. Wonders for Wellness, where wellness meets wonder.
For prime-time flooring for whatever you need, find the best deals at Parkway Flooring on the Parkway. Check out the latest wood, vinyl, tile, or carpet. 100% pet-proof and kid-proof vinyl flooring, durable enough to stand up to anything life dishes out. All at money-saving prices. Now is the time to floor up and save money. All at Parkway Flooring, 2626 North Brindley Mountain Parkway. Call 256-586-3435 for free estimates and more information. Parkway Flooring on the Parkway.
Make your life easier with natural gas appliances. Your Marshall County Gas District reminds you to think about natural gas appliances for your new home or to replace old appliances with the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. Natural gas is the comfortable, efficient answer to lower monthly utility bill. Call your local Marshall County Gas office for more details. Locations in Arab, Albertville, and Gunnersville, or toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Southern Ink and Thread is gearing up for this season with new gear. Stop by and see the staff for the same great service of screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, team apparel, invitations, business cards, letterheads, envelopes, programs, laminating, and full-color banners and signs. Copy service is also available in color or black and white. Southern Ink and Thread, 326th Avenue Northwest behind Parkway Pharmacy. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Southern Ink and Thread, not just a print shop.
Hi, this is Michael Owen with Owen Home Appliance Center. Come see us at two convenient locations, Summerville, Alabama and Morgan City. We appreciate your business as a small business owner. Come see us for all your appliance needs. Save money and shop today at Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," we need to talk. Hi. I'm Josh Hood with Edward Jones Financial Advisor April Hines. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started towards your retirement goals. Stop by our office at 946 North Brindley Mountain Parkway here in Arab. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hello, I'm Chris Leemaster, and I'm your independent candidate for Marshall County Commissioner, District 1. It's important that the citizens of District 1 be served by someone who will fight for the money to get the roads paved and maintained, your garbage picked up, and have an independent voice you can always count on. I'm not a politician. I'm just a proud veteran ready to serve my community. I'm Chris Leemaster, and I'm running as an independent because I work for you. I would appreciate your vote on November 3rd.
What do you do when the power goes out?
Hey y'all, I'm Mike from Gen Man Generators. If you have one of our Generac generators on your home, your power will be restored automatically. We can install a generator, keep it serviced, we can even monitor it for you, and everyone gets a free 10-year warranty for top-notch work and first-class service. Call the Gen Man.
Or the Gen Girl.
Where customers are treated like friends.
Make your life easier with natural gas appliances. Your Marshall County Gas District reminds you to think about natural gas appliances for your new home or to replace old appliances with the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. Natural gas is the comfortable, efficient answer to lower monthly utility bill. Call your local Marshall County Gas office for more details. Locations in Arab, Albertville, and Gunnersville, or toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Ready to score a touchdown with your amazing smile? Dr. John York and Dr. Tim Manise of North Alabama Smiles provides everything from total family dental care to cosmetic dentistry, so you can feel confident. Located across from Walmart on Gulfview Drive in Arab, provides dental implants, porcelain veneers, and all ceramic crowns, as well as your children's dental needs. Most major insurance is accepted. Call and schedule an appointment at 256-586-8100 or visit NorthAlabamaSmiles.com for more info.
Everybody loves chicken, but the unique flavor of our chicken and original sauce at the Midas-Burger of Arab makes it special. It's always the same, always delicious. I'm Christy Thomas, inviting you to try our chicken sandwiches, chicken fingers, chicken breast, or our tailgate trays that are available only during football season. Remember, we have something for everybody at the Midas-Burger. Delicious hamburgers, hot dogs, salads, barbecue, and much more.
Call 256-586-3275 Monday through Saturday at the Midas-Burger on the Parkway.
Managing your farm operation is complex, right? So is finding the right insurance to protect it. But it doesn't have to be. That's why you need me, Jeff Morgan, in Country Financial. As a farm certified representative, I have the expertise to provide you with the custom protection your farm needs. We've been protecting farms for more than 100 years. We can protect yours too. Call Jeff Morgan at 256-586-6058 to get a quote today.
Hunters, it's time for the North Alabama Co-op's 4th annual hunting giveaway. Visit the stores in Arab, Hartselle, and Coleman to check out the great prizes and register for your chance to win. Drawing will be held October 15th, but you must be registered to win. Check out the new website, NorthAlabamaCoop.com, or pay a visit on Facebook for all the details. Don't wait. The place for all your hunting needs, North Alabama Co-op. Gear up, get registered, get ready to win.
Every day, thousands of life-saving procedures depend on medical devices made right here by people who care about making a difference. Atrion, a Norsen medical company, develops and manufactures innovative medical devices that help save lives around the world. Ready to make a difference with the team that makes a difference on and off the field? Right now, Atrion is hiring for several positions. Join the team. Apply today. Visit atrionmedical.com to explore opportunities. Atrion, making a difference every day.
Make your life easier with natural gas appliances. Your Marshall County Gas District reminds you to think about natural gas appliances for your new home or to replace old appliances with the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. Natural gas is the comfortable, efficient answer to lower monthly utility bill. Call your local Marshall County Gas office for more details. Locations in Arab, Albertville, and Gunnersville, or toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
Southern Ink and Thread is gearing up for this season with new gear. Stop by and see the staff for the same great service of screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, team apparel, invitations, business cards, letterheads, envelopes, programs, laminating, and full-color banners and signs. Copy service is also available in color or black and white. Southern Ink and Thread, 326th Avenue Northwest behind Parkway Pharmacy. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Southern Ink and Thread, not just a print shop.
Hi, this is Michael Owen with Owen Home Appliance Center. Come see us at 2 convenient locations, Summerville, Alabama, and Morgan City. We appreciate your business as a small business owner. Come see us for all your appliance needs. Save money and shop today at Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," we need to talk. Hi. I'm Josh Hood with Edward Jones Financial Advisor April Hines. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started towards your retirement goals. Stop by our office at 946 North Brindley Mountain Parkway here in Arab. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hello, I'm Chris Leemaster, and I'm your independent candidate for Marshall County Commissioner, District 1. It's important that the citizens of District 1 be served by someone who will fight for the money to get the roads paved and maintained, your garbage picked up, and have an independent voice you can always count on. I'm not a politician. I'm just a proud veteran ready to serve my community. I'm Chris Leemaster, and I'm running as an independent because I work for you. I would appreciate your vote on November 3rd.
When storms strike, fallen trees can cause serious damage to homes, property, and power lines. Don't wait for disaster. Call Hunch Tree Service. With 31 years of experience in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding, we guarantee quality work and complete cleanup. Fully licensed and insured, we prioritize safety and professionalism on every job. Don't go out on a limb yourself. Trust your local tree experts. Hunch Tree Service is here for you. Find them on Facebook and call for a free estimate at 256-302-0006.
Delightful. It's delicious. At Milner's Dairy Delight, our customers say it for us.
Soft serve ice cream and thick homemade shakes, better than any fast food chain.
Good food and the prices are very reasonable. Their staff is so nice.
If you want a great tasting burger, then Milner's Dairy Delight will suit your taste buds.
Jumbo cheeseburgers, the best club sandwich.
Ham sandwich, chef salad, chicken strips, foot-long hot dogs.
Milner's menu has it all.
Hi, I'm Bland Milner. It's an honor for our family to serve your family the finest eats and coolest treats at Milner's Dairy Delight.
When it comes to getting the job done right, contractors and DIYers know where to go. Forge and Build. From tools and hardware to quality lumber, we've got everything you need to tackle any project, big or small. Find us at 841 North Brindley Mountain Parkway. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays till noon. Forge and Build. We stock it. You build it.
It's football time in Alabama. Our students are learning big American lessons. You can start with your God-given talents, and through practice, hard work, and sacrifice, you have the ability to become champions. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. May God bless all of our students representing our high schools during this season, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
We got the right used cars you can trust. Come take a drive.
Hey everyone, it's Jennifer Harlow, your hometown car gal. You don't have to drive far to find a great deal. At A&D Motors, we're your locally owned, buy here, pay here dealership for over 30 years, and we stand behind every vehicle we sell. Finance with us and get a free limited warranty. Visit the car gals at A&D Motors on the Parkway in Arab, your one-stop dealership.
So come on down, let's take a spin with A&D Motors. You sure will.
What do you do when the power goes out?
Hey y'all, I'm Mike from Gen Man Generators. If you have one of our Generac generators on your home, your power will be restored automatically. We can install a generator, keep it serviced. We can even monitor it for you. And everyone gets a free 10-year warranty for top-notch work and first-class service. Call the Gen Man.
Or the Gen Girl.
Where customers are treated like friends.
Farmers Insurance Agent Sadie Visser, with over 20 years of experience in business, life, home, and auto, proudly serves Arab, Madison, Huntsville, and Decatur families and businesses, and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Licensed in Tennessee and Georgia as well. Call Sadie Visser at 256-586-6050 to get smarter about your insurance. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Tonight's Arabian Nights football game on Fun Radio is sponsored by
the Arab Electric Cooperative, Alabama 4th District Congressman Robert Adderholt, Forge and Bill, Arab Cartage and Express, A&D Motors, Title and Pawn, Southern Elite Realty and Real Estate Agent Scott Haga, Country Finance and Jeff Morgan, Wonders for Wellness, and ProTech Roofing.
Back with you tonight from Arab School Sportsplex as we have finished up the Marshall County Gas District halftime report. Before we step into some statistics, I want to remind you, if you're looking for something to eat at night and you don't know what to fix, we got the plan for you. It is called the Family Meal Plan app. All you got to do is go online to familymealplanapp.com and register. Free 30 days when you use the code FUN927, and it's easy, it's fun, and the recipes are extremely tasty and easy to make. So before you guess, you'll run to that fast food store and get a burned-out burger. Why don't you try it? The Family Meal Plan app. Check it out right now. FamilyMealPlanApp.com. First 30 days are free. Typing in FUN927. I think you'll eat better, that's for sure. Chuck Ellis, first half. Your thoughts?
I thought it was a very good game. I thought both teams played well. Of course, I think A-Rab did the best of control of the ball. The mistake they made down here, like Coach Routon talked about it with Chris, that hurt them bad. A few penalties hurt them, but it did both sides. When they got down here, they were driving, and I think they had a holding penalty, then a personal foul. That hurt them bad.
I think the chance of first of all, I think A-Rab came out on fire tonight with their hair on fire.
Yes.
And I think early on they sort of showed their mettle and pushed people around a little bit. And as the game wore on, the time of possession for the A-Rab Knights was very strong. In fact, they controlled the football 3/4 of the first half on the clock.
Yes.
And I think add to that the 2 turnovers by Ardmore, and you've got a scenario where the Knights can come out, get the opening kickoff now. If they can take it down the field and score, I think they can put this game on ice.
I agree. I think Nick Stevens is maturing well. From the first week that we saw him whenever he played against Geraldine to now, it's a different kid back there. I think he's developing into one of those leaders that Chris talked about this morning at Coach's Breakfast. I see the leadership skills in him. I see the practice that he's put in with these players. The back shoulder throw that he threw to number 10 down here was fabulous. And then the throw that he threw to number 14 that was broke up by
Lambert.
That was broken up by Jalen Smith. Excellent pass. It was another back shoulder pass.
Our third man in the booth this year is Kenny Creech, and he is providing stats, and we're working him into a talking role. He's a big football fan and has followed the game extensively for a long, long time. Relocated up here about 1.5 years ago and hasn't missed a beat when it comes to football. You enjoying yourself yet?
Oh, yeah. I'm really enjoying this. One of the things that's really impressed me about A-Rab, I did get to see them a few games last season. They were a young team. They were growing. But what has really impressed me in the last year is these last 6 quarters that they have played. They have pitched a perfect shutout. That is almost unheard of in high school football.
Especially to start the season.
Yes. Usually you'll see that somewhere in the middle of the season. Once they get their legs under them, they start getting comfortable with the schemes and so forth. But to come out at the beginning of the season and just dominate and just have a perfect 6 quarters to where you don't allow your opponent any chance.
One thing too is I can't remember. I'm going to have to ask ChatGPT the last time back-to-back A-Rab shutouts in football. It's been a while in my campaign here for the last 28 years, but that's a good point. That's a very good point, Kenny.
Defense is definitely playing good.
Well, when we come back, we will have the second half, and we'll take this break right now. You're listening to the People's Bank of Alabama. You're listening to the A-Rab Electric Company's broadcast from our A-Rab Electric Company broadcast booth on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7. Back after.
Life just got a little better at Jones Pharmacy.
Hi, this is Alicia Rowe, your pharmacist at Jones Discount Pharmacy. We are your local independent pharmacy located at the Northgate Shopping Center. At Jones Pharmacy, our goal is to provide you and your loved ones with fast and convenient care. Stop by and see us and check out our gift shop. Everything is locally made. We also carry football shirts and memorabilia to show your team spirit.
Go see our mommy at Jones Pharmacy.
Your local independent pharmacy.
You're not happy until you're eating at Grumpy's. Located in the Northgate Shopping Center, Grumpy's is serving up fresh, made daily pizza, pasta, and chicken salad that'll put a smile on anyone's face. Now with an extended family menu, perfect for dine-in or takeout. Call 256-931-2335 to order today. Open Monday through Thursday till 8 and Friday and Saturday till 8:30. Get happy with Grumpy's Pizza and Pasta.
This has been the Fun 92.7 Halftime Show.
Brought to you by Marshall County Gas Company.
Natural gas.
Back with you from the A-Rab School Sportsplex, the A-Rab Electric Cooperative Broadcast Booth. Second half kickoff brought to you by Agent Sadie Visser and Farmers Insurance. We are farmers, and on the kickoff, a pooch kick and whistles blow. So perhaps we ended the first half with a flurry of penalties, and now we start the second half with a whistle before the play can get underway. Chris, what happened down there?
I couldn't really see it. Did you have a better view up there, Chuck?
I think they think he had a fair catch, but he didn't.
Did his knee hit the ground?
I don't think his knee hit the ground.
I didn't see his knee hit the ground. Well, they say it's a dead ball, and they're going to give Arab the football at the 27-yard line to start the second half. So let's see if we can get into a flow of this game. The flow was going well in the first half until the last 2.5 minutes, and then sort of went down the crapper. First and 10, Arab's going to hand the ball off to the tailback. Ingram is going to be up the middle, and boy, he's just going to rush right with the football for 9 yards all the way up to the 36-yard line. That time in the middle, and I'm starting to see some heads hang and some shirt tails come out that are wearing white tonight. And the Knights, I think, are going to try to put together just a pound them drive here to see if we can put more points on the scoreboard. Second down and 1. Stevens is your quarterback, and Ingram's in the backfield, going to throw a pop pass over the middle to Lambert. Nice little move. Lambert crosses the 45, and he's got midfield. Drag the chains. That's the initial Citizens Bank and Trust first down of the second half. And now in Lambert that time with a nice 14-yard pickup. On the snap, Ingram, left guard, runs up the middle, got across midfield. He's across the 45 to the 44-yard line. And they're just, Knights' offensive line right now is just executing to perfection.
Bryson Trusley pancaked his man opening that hole on that play, Michael.
Second down and 8. Arab's going to, here's a brief timeout. They are having trouble setting the chains across the way. The side judge is just a little slow on the upkeep tonight.
There he is.
So there's going to be a penalty against.
If I'm not mistaken, that was 2 sophomores and made 2 big plays.
So a 5-yard penalty against the Ardmore Tigers for a delay of game. Now, they must be having some trouble with their substitutions. First and 10, Knights already in Ardmore territory at the 39. On first down, wide out to the right side, slot that way, wide out this way as well. Back to pass Stevens, rolling to his left side. Here comes pressure, going to stop, going to throw, overshot his man. Got in a hurry and looked at Lambert downfield, and Tucker Willis downfield, and Tucker had no chance at that one, even if he was 10 feet tall.
Yeah, and he was open. He just overthrew him.
That play was, that's called Nevada. That's a quarterback rollout, and you've got 3 levels of receivers. Tucker was on the second level.
Yeah.
Second down and 10. Knights incomplete forward pass. First incompletion of the second half. Single setback. Right-hand side. They're going to give it to Mason Ingram. Ingram doing the job. He's 35 and out of bounds, 32-yard line. Hit out of bounds. And penalty markers go down. You know, that was that's going to look worse on film than it actually was, because 2 Ardmore players, including Jalen Smith, were trying to stop the momentum of Judah Wise when the ball carrier reached the sideline, but Wise tried to pull up, and it was a collision. So it will be a 15-yard late hit penalty against Ardmore. Nothing intentional, if anything. No. It was friendly fire. His own players got in his own way.
That's right. You're exactly right, Michael.
First and 10, Ardmore on defense, having to bow their backs. Knights are in the red zone already. Hand off to Ingram. Stumbled. He's up the middle. Ingram to the 5, carrying a man with him down to the 2-yard line. He took Jalen Smith right down with him for about 5 yards to the 2. I make that the 3. So it will be first and goal for the Arabian Knights, the Citizens Bank. First down at the 3-yard line, first and goal. Big blocks coming up front by Bryson Trusley, who, by the way, is getting a look from an SEC scout here tonight that we talked to before the game.
He's showing out for him.
First and goal. They go under center now with Stevens. Turns, gives it Ingram, left side. Boom! Bingo! Big hit that time by Austin Kanzer. And Austin Kanzer met him in the mouthpiece.
His grandchildren feel that.
Gain of 1. He's coming out of the game. I mean, he got whacked in the mouth. Thank God for chin straps and face masks.
Oh, my goodness.
New running back into the ball game for the Arab Knights, and if I can pick up who it is, I believe it is
number
that
9.
Okay, now that's quarterback
10, 10.
No, that's Landon. Or check that. That is
Graham Grisham.
No, that's 11. Landon Pitt is the running back. Unbalanced right side, give it to Pitt. Second touchdown of the night. Will he get it? Down to the 1. Still screaming, being pushed and pulled and turned and out of bounds at the 1.
Very close.
Landon Pitt runs rarely straight up, though. Very rarely does he duck his shoulders. And had he ducked his shoulders in, I think he'd have been in the end zone.
I think you're right, Michael. If he gets behind his pads right there, he moves that defender, picks up the extra foot he needs.
And that's all about what they need. They're inside the 1. Third down and goal. Knights with 9:01 to play in the third quarter. They've taken this opening kickoff the second half, and they've just put it down the Ardmore Tiger throat.
Nick up the middle.
Quarterback Stevens under center. Handoff, Pitt, left side, touchdown. Second one of the night for Landon Pitt.
Wow. Walked into the end zone behind the blocks of Stafford Willis and Grady Jones, who collapsed that left side of the defensive front.
That's some great blocking by the left front.
So the Knights are up 26-0 with 9:01 to play in the third quarter, and the shutout continues. Kirkland in to attempt the point after touchdown. Gudger will hold. High snap, puts it down. Here comes the blitz. Kicks in the air. Kick is good. Nailed it. So your new score with 9:01 to play in the third quarter. It's Arab 27, Ardmore nothing on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Hey, this is Ken with the Gilbert and Ball Ford scoreboard update. Priceville 32, Springville 0, Eider 20, DAR 0, Brindley Mountain 27, Asbury 7, Douglas 47, Westminster Christian 7, Good Hope 41, Brewer 7, Columbia and East has got 9, East Limestone 7. They're still maintaining that score. West Morgan 14, Madison Academy 14, Coleman 14, Hartselle 7, Plainview 21, Boaz 6, New Hope 14, West Limestone 7. Back to you, Michael.
I'm telling you, that Coleman-Hartselle game, we featured that this morning on our Coach's Breakfast Live from the Huddle House. And, Chuck, it's living up to expectations. 14-7, third quarter. Coleman needed that game, as Coach Plunkett said this morning. And so far, Coach Walker getting the effort out of his team with that lead at Hartselle. Let's see if they can keep it.
Anytime Hartselle come get together in any sport, it's going to be a big event. And they're doing just like Coach Plunkett said. It's playing out.
Tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Farmers Insurance and agent Sadie Visser. We are football, we are farmers, and we are underway after the kick. It'll be taken at the 15-yard line, coming up to the 20, stepping outside. New return man, Blake Apaka. I lost it. I lost that pronunciation sometime at halftime. I think it went with the popcorn or the pickle pop. Apodaca.
You know, Michael, this morning we talked about the special teams across the way for the Tigers and how successful they were last week. One way to keep that punt return team from scoring points, we haven't punted yet tonight.
That is true. Good point, Chris. Sideline reports brought to you by Gentleman Generators. Here's the snap, back to pass. They're going to throw it a lot. The play stops before the pass can get off, and we've got a penalty coming up against Ardmore.
Procedure.
Nope, it's a sideline warning against Arab. Well, what happened there?
There's still change on the side, so I don't know.
Coach Round is looking around. He's like, who did what?
Yeah. What do you see, Chris?
He's been at ease tonight. Handoff going to the tailback. This is Riddle. Now that is a perfect expression of what Riddle's runs are all about. He hit the line, got met by 3 people, did a swirling dervish, came out of it, and hit the sideline and got 6 yards. So it'll be third down and, they say now 5 yards, so it'll be third down and 5 for the, is it third or second? Second down and 5.
Not only does he have great speed and strength up the middle, but he's got that ability to bust outside, that lateral movement.
And something else he has, Chuck, he has balance.
Yes,
as you saw
great
them.
balance.
Good balance, because he was off balance when he spun. This time the man's in motion before it can go off procedure. Nobody got set in the off. Ardmore is now making those critical mistakes out of the intensity of the game for them. They know this is a critical drive, and the mistakes are mounting up because they're literally pushing themselves. They're putting too much pressure on each snap.
Yeah, they are, and that's what you start seeing happen. Those guys they played a great first half.
Unbalanced to the right side. Ardmore moving left to right as you listen towards the south end of A-Rep School Sportsplex. They give it to the tailback Riddle. He had 108 8 yards officially in the first half, and he's adding to that total now. He's probably up to around 120 as he got 3 yards on that one, 4 yards on that one. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 6. 8:10 to play in the third quarter. A-Rab is up on this one 27-0. And this Knight defense continues to just pressure the offense. And the good thing I'm seeing tonight more so than last week is the upfront pressure has been consistent.
It has. A-Rab's flying around, flying to the ball. They're playing ball hawk. Ooh.
King's going to throw it out. The pass is complete. As that time, Alex threw it sidearm, got it into a receiver, but not much yardage out there to Caden Hazelwood. He's been kept quiet by this A-Rab defense. He has been bottled up most of the game. 4th down and less than a yard, and I think they may go for it, even though they are deep in their own territory at the 31-yard line. I think you're going to see them go for it.
I think they're going to show they go for it, but I think they'll punt it.
Nope, they're going to go for it, and the man that's going to get it is a Wildcat formation. Riddle looking for the snap, gets it right up the middle. He's got it and more. Riddle escapes. He's at the 40, 45, 50 into A-Rab territory. Stiff arms a man at the 44-yard line. Kirkland goes down, and he brings Riddle down with him all the way down at the A-Rab 43-yard line. So a 4th and 1 turns into a 27-yard gain and a 1st down for the Tigers.
That kid will be playing on Saturday. We talked to Chris and I talked to the special team coach before the game, and he was talking about how great a guy, great a young man he is, and he's a great football player.
Very polite young man. I said, I had a chance to meet him, and really nice kid. Here's a handoff, fake, Snope, King going over the middle, and there's a little, now that could have been interference, but no call. And now we get a late flag. Without a doubt, that was interference. The A-Rab man had him locked up collar and elbow across the middle, and A-Rab's freshman linebacker was in his spot, in his coverage, but he got locked up with him, and literally they were wrestling when the ball came whizzing by. Yeah, I had him collar and elbow. They were locked up.
Almost had the Cobra clutch on him.
Yeah, we had a lot of wrestling.
We have
references tonight, and it has been a tussle.
Yeah.
But the Knights have had their way with it, and they're going to get a big 15-yard penalty for that pass interference. So Ardmore continues to drive, this time at the A-Rab 28-yard line with it all said and done. 5:54 remains to play in the third quarter. A-Rab with a comfortable 27-0 lead, but Ardmore is driving on their first offensive possession of the second half. Here's the snap, handoff to Riddle. Riddle is hit at the line of scrimmage, taking people with him. Initial contact from Cohen Cantrell, the sophomore defensive back, 5'10", 160, and a gain of 5 yards. Again, those legs keep moving. He's churning. He's got forward momentum. Chris, this is everything you want in a running back. If this kid was 6'2 or 6'3, he'd be recruited by everybody in the country.
You nailed that, Michael. I mean, he got hit at the line of scrimmage and still got 6 yards on that play. He's the real deal.
Sideline reports brought to you by Gen Man Generators with Chris Greer. Here's the handoff, tailback again. And again, this time A-Rab is just going to use a ton of folks to get him. You know,
Jalen Smith there, wasn't it?
I just remembered something, Kenny. We didn't do a score update on that last A-Rab score. So
no, we didn't.
Let me throw that in here. It's going to be 3rd down. After this 3rd down play, I'm going to give it to you because we need to catch that up. I got so excited about this shutout thing. All right, 3rd down and 2. Let's see if the Knights defense can bow their next ball. Resting flat dab on the 20-yard line. Near side hash mark as Ardmore moving. Had a couple of big plays, and we've got a heat break timeout. But before we take that, let's get our scoring recap from that last Arabian Night drive. Tonight's A-Rab scoring recap is a service of Southern Elite Realty and the coach, Jeff Gibbs.
That drive went 11 plays, 73 yards, took 2 minutes, 56 seconds off the clock. Landon Pitt with a 1-yard run. Point after was good by Kirkland. Makes our score 27-0.
There we go. Let's see if the Knights can bow their back and
Several times this year, the Knights defense has been in their own red zone, but nobody has been able to get the ball in the end zone on them.
Bend but don't break.
Yeah, hold on a second. Having a little window issue here. We'll get that taken care of. Thank you, Brittany. She's giving Coca-Colas to everybody in the booth. That's very kind
Thank
of
you,
her.
Brittany. She
My
snuck
daughter,
up on me earlier.
My daughter, Brittany, coming in here and bringing us Coca-Colas. She knew we were thirsty. I'll tell you, this is going to be an interesting. The Knights' defense were really, if you would, a bit agitated when they came to the sideline because they gave away a couple busted plays there,
right?
And that penalty. And I think let's see what the Knights can do on third down. Let's see if Ardmore can convert a third down conversion inside the red zone. Snap, give it. Riddle does so. He's down to the 17, maybe the 16-yard line. Now, if you got a third down and a short, a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, you know it's going to Riddle. And he just riddled me this all the way down to the 17-yard line for an Ardmore first down. So the Ardmore drive continues. 5:39 to play in the third quarter. Unbalanced to the right side. Tigers have run a lot of unbalanced formations tonight offensively. They're going to change the play. King going up to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if he goes to his wide receiver in the corner this time on first down. Nope, toss sweep to Riddle, going to bring it back in the middle. Riddle up the middle, he's into the 10 to the 9. Knights are holding on for dear life. Talon Madlock, sophomore defensive back, 6'2", 168, grabbed a hole and just hung on for dear life until the troops could come and finish the deal. Tackle was finished off by Aiden Trejo.
Riddle's legs were pumping like a machine on that. They were like pistons. They never stopped moving.
The more and more I watch him, he does remind me of Jordan Bentley. He's just not as big, not as tall. But he's
You're absolutely right.
Jordan Bentley is,
Yep.
And he's going to play on Saturday, I think.
He's got the grades for it. Here's the handoff. Oh, he tripped in the backfield. He kept his balance, got inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. So the Knights are really going to have to put an effort forth to keep this shutout streak going.
Yes.
It's 1st and goal for Ardmore at the Arab 5-yard line. Just inside the 5, near side hash mark.
That line is pushing. Arab's pushing back.
Don't forget the replay of tonight's game will be shown on Horizon Cable Television and their YouTube channel. In fact, that's, I think, what we need to promote, the YouTube channel. Just Google Horizon Cable Television. You get the replay of the Arab game tomorrow. Ball is snapped, fumbled by the quarterback, picks it up, and takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. They ran the Wildcat. The snap came a little quick to Riddle, but he got it and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Now let's see if they go for 2 with a 27-6 game to see if they can cut it to 27-8. But it looks like the kicker has come into the game, so apparently they're going to eschew the shot for 2 and go for 1 and the single point on the conversion. Alex King will do the holding. The kicker tonight is Russell Carter. Snap is down. Placement is there. Kick is up in the air. And the kick is through the uprights and good. So you have a new score. The streak for the Arab Knights shutout to start the season ends at 6.5 quarters, as we're halfway through this one in the third quarter. Score Arab 27, Ardmore 7 on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
As you age, your hormone levels decline, causing unwanted symptoms like moodiness, depression, weight gain, fatigue, insomnia, and night sweats. Marshall Primary Care now offers hormone replacement therapy, which can help reduce hot flashes, increase energy, reduce body fat, and more benefits. Walk-ins and appointments are welcome. Most insurances are accepted, including workman's compensation. Located at 131 Gulfview Drive, call for an appointment at 256-640-8416. Your choice for hometown health care, Marshall Primary Care.
Back with you from the Arab Electric Cooperative broadcast booth. The ensuing kickoff brought to you by Farmers Insurance and Agent Sadie Visser. Knights are going to get a pooch kick at the 25, and it'll be brought back to the 27-yard line. Receiving the ball was Graham Grisham. He just rolled it back to the center of the field, and the Knights will put it in business. First and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Let's get a scoring recap. The service of Southern Elite Realty and the coach, Jeff Gibbs. Kenny, what you got for us?
That drive went 12 plays, 79 yards, took 4 minutes, 41 seconds off the clock. 4-yard run by Riddle. Point after was good. New score, 27-7. Arab still on top.
Just what the doctor ordered if you're Ardmore. They needed that score and got it right there to start the third quarter.
That's right.
Here's a pitch and a catch. Pass is complete to a new receiver in the air.
Face mask.
That is Braxton Abernathy, a junior wide receiver at 6'1", 165. And penalty goes down on the tackle, and I think you're right, Chuck. So let's check the penalty against Ardmore. You know, that's something, as you're a coach, you're trailing in the ball game. You come back, you get a touchdown, you get a little momentum doing it, and doggone it, on the first play on defense, you get a 15-yard penalty.
That's tough. Had to make these coaches get gray hair with stuff like that. There's the penalties and it'll drive you crazy.
Arab looking for answer points, to quote Johnny Majors. Here's the handoff going to the tailback, and a good run by Landon Pitt. Pitt's into the secondary and still rolling. He's still going. The Knights got a blocker down there in front of him. Holy cow, Bryson Trusley was step to step down the field that time with Landon Pitt, still blocking for him, and it got him an additional 8 yards.
How about a nice young man?
What a run down to the
being scouted
40-yard line in Tiger territory.
The left side of the offensive line, Caleb Campbell pancaked his defensive lineman. Then Stafford Willis, for good measure, pancaked his on top of him.
Add some Aunt Jemima syrup to those two. Boy, oh boy, pancakes left and right. Snap on first down. Citizens Bank and Trust first down. Stevens going to wire it up, throwing it deep. Has his man. Beautiful catch. Touchdown, Knights. Holy Toledo. That is explosive to Tucker Willis. He caught it at the 5 and danced into the end zone for 6. And the Knights get immediate answer points with 3:09 in the third quarter. It's now 33-7 with a point after coming.
I saw him walk up that man and leave it in cover one, and they went to the zone defense on him, and as soon as they did that, the guy had nobody helping him.
Kenny, did you see Chuck? He saw that as an old defensive back here. He was about to fly out of there as a window and make that tackle.
I was like,
point after coming. Trump to snap his back. Placement is there. Kick is in the air, and that kick is good. So with 3:09 to play in the third quarter, your new score, Arab getting points back. Arab 34, Ardmore 7 on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Just like a great football team, you need a winning game plan when buying or selling your home. That's where Diane Prestridge comes in. With over 25 years experience, Diane knows the field and how to get results. Whether you're moving across town or across country, Diane's professionalism, local expertise, and proven track record will get you to the end zone. Call Diane Prestridge with the new Premier Realty Group at 256-505-7870 and let her put you on the path to victory.
Saving you money. That's what we're all about at Warehouse Discount Groceries.
More than just your hometown grocery store, Warehouse Discount Groceries offers a ton of convenient services, including check cashing, postage stamps, money orders, and so much more. The friendly staff is eager to help make your shopping experience smart and easy. 2252 North Brindley Mountain Parkway. Open every day for your grocery needs. Call 256-586-6567 to ask about in-store specials throughout the week.
We appreciate your business at Warehouse Discount Groceries.
Now, back to the game on Fun 92.7.
Your ensuing kickoff coming right now. Kirkland, toe meets leather, nails this ball. Will drop it to the 14. Taken by a back there. Bring it back this way. He's got the 20, 22-yard line, and then Arabs. Boy, I'll tell you, Arabs special teams, all of a sudden, in this game, they played well last week, but boy, oh boy, they're all over the place. Talon Madlock, Gabe Purdock in on that play. Also, Graham Grisham. I mean, they were just flying to that return man, and they nail him after an 11-yard run back to the 23-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Ardmore Tigers. 34-7 your score, Arab on top. We'll get a scoring recap from Kenny in just a moment. after this first play offensively. Ardmore coming back on the field, not quite as spirited as they have in the past. Trips to the left side. Let's see if they air it out. Quarterback is King. Turns, gives it, and up the middle goes the running back. I believe that is Smith that is giving Riddle some airtime, or giving Riddle a blow here. And nope, that was Riddle. I see that 0 pop up out of the bottom of that stack. Tackle was made for the Knights by Connor Partain, a sophomore linebacker at 5'9", 182 pounds. Kenny Creech has got our scoring update, brought to you by our friends at Southern Elite Realty and to Coach Jeff Gibbs.
With the aid of that penalty, that was a two-play, 73-yard drive. Took 57 seconds off the clock. Touchdown by Tucker Willis. Point after, good by Kirkland. 34-7.
And a running play this time going off to Riddle, and he skips over the sideline. He's all across the 40, 45, 50, and into Arab territory. And now they're going to say he hit the boundary at the 41-yard line, so they'll mark the ball back at the 41. He got about 15 more yards, but he had to go out of bounds to get it.
I tell you what's amazing about him, Michael, is he looks like he's just getting stronger and stronger. He's impressive, and I've been very impressed with him.
Second down for the Tigers. They give it to Riddle again. Boy, he's going to sleep good tonight, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage that time.
That's right.
Knight's not giving him any room to work with right there. Zadian Schmidt, along with Connor Partain, making the stops for the Knights. Calling a lot of new names, Chris Greer, in making tackles defensively for the Knights here in the second half.
Well, they're starting to get some of the second-string guys into the ball game, and that makes me very happy because you always love doing that as a coach. You find out who your players of tomorrow are going to be.
Second down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Trips to the wide side. Here's King handing off. This is Riddle. Riddle looking for a block. Has some big guys in front of him. Yeah, that's a perfect example of him hiding behind his blockers. Jalen Smith that time. Hiding behind his blockers and getting the first down in Arab territory at the 48-yard line.
Yeah. Very reminiscent of Barry Sanders. Even getting hit at 2 yards behind the line, he still gets 6, 7, 8 yards.
They're going to give him a rest right now. New back coming into the ball game for the Ardmore Tigers.
They're impressive. They got some very good skill players.
9:30 to play. Well, that's what Coach Snyder talked about, and he felt like how the line advanced this season would be how they would go. Gives up to the tailback, and that is Smith in the ball game. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, maybe 2. Knights, of course, right there to challenge him. Sam Willis, a junior offensive or defensive lineman, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Made the stop for no gain. Well, I checked that, and now they give him a yard and a half.
They're going to make some noise in the 4A region they're in. Is it 7? Region 7?
I think they're Region 7, yeah. I was trying to figure out who they play next week.
Brooks?
Brooks. Yeah, they get Brooks. Yeah. That's right. Go over to Lauderdale County. That's a tough place to play.
It's either Brooks next week or the week after. But they're going to make a lot of noise. This is a good football team.
Second down and 8. Moving the ball offensively here in the second half. Here's motion coming. They give it to Smith off the counter play, left side. Knights are going to blast him at the 41-yard line. I'll tell you, this Knights defense, they're not afraid to put that face mask where it needs to go.
Those young guys are really doing it.
Put Smith down on the canvas that time.
Very physical bunch.
Gain of 6, and that was the free safety, Kirkland, coming up to make that hit. Third down and 2. And this could be the last play, or they're going to let the clock roll out, and we'll take a timeout for the change of the quarter. So 3 are in the books. Fourth quarter coming your way. Arab comfortably on top, 34-7 over the Ardmore Tigers on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
If you are tired of long wait times at the pharmacy, Parkway Pharmacy wants you to know we can have most prescriptions ready in minutes. This is Renee Reynolds with Parkway Pharmacy, and we are conveniently located on the Parkway, offer drive-through service, and have served Arab and the surrounding areas for almost 50 years. We are here for you and want to serve your pharmacy needs. We offer many vaccinations, medication therapy reviews, and the best service around. We'll even help you cut down on the trips to the pharmacy. Just ask us how. Stop by and meet our friendly staff at Parkway Pharmacy. We want to be your friend in the pharmacy.
The right price, right now.
Discover the latest in comfort and style at Wright's Furniture with new inventory featuring adjustable beds, lift chairs, recliners, and Serta mattresses. They have everything you need for a beautiful home. Enhance your space with our stunning home decor, all at affordable prices. Wright's Furniture is a proud sponsor of Arabian Nights football. Shop with us today in the Dogwood Plaza and experience quality and value like never before. Wright Furniture at the right price. Wright's Furniture.
Now, more Arabian Night football on Fun 92.7.
Back with you from the Arab Electric broadcast booth. Start of the fourth quarter, and the Arab Knights leading the Ardmore Tigers 34-7. And the Ardmore Tigers will have it 3rd down and 2 at their Arab 41-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. Tigers will move right to left as you listen in the final stanza of this one. On 3rd down, turn, handoff, tailback, Riddle. Look at him go. 35-yard line. Just picked his way into that hole, and he got all the way to the 35 for an Ardmore first down. Cohen Cantrell on the stop. You know, Chris Greer, sideline reports from the Gen Man and Generators. Cantrell has those first 2 games, I'm not going to say been a surprise, but he has certainly played above his standard from last year.
Cohen has definitely been very active in the first 2 games. Coach has got to be happy about his production.
1st and 10 for the Ardmore Tigers. Shotgun formation, handed off to Riddle, right side, breaks a hole, breaks away. He's across the 30, across the 25, across the 20, and finally tripped up. Actually, I think somebody was trying to block for him, and he got tripped up all the way out around the 18-yard line.
Cantrell put a shot on him there at the very end.
I thought that was a nice hit by Cantrell as well.
Yes.
Dallas Helton was in on that one as well.
There's a flag on the near sideline. I believe there's going to be a sideline penalty on Arab.
Okay, the umpire steps in, picks the football up, is going to mark it off against the Arabian Knights after the end of the play. 5 yards against the Knights, 10 yards against the Knights. So maybe defensive holding?
No, it was a sideline interference. The official tried to come down the sideline, and I believe one of the coaches got in his way accidentally.
So that's a 10-yard penalty. So that will give Ardmore 1st and goal inside the Arab 10-yard line. So this second half, a tit-for-tat scoring opportunity. Ardmore drives, scores. Arab answers. Ardmore drives again. Motion, give it off. Riddle in the backfield, gets away, running to the right side. He'll scoot into the end zone, touchdown, Ardmore. So just like that, again, Riddle showing his prowess. Javian Riddle is a player.
He is. He's a player. And he showed that lateral movement just then. I mean, he bounced it outside, and there was nobody there. He's excellent running back.
We talked to a scout before the game from an SEC school. And he came here to look at, we know he came here to look at a couple of players, and he's got to be taking note of Riddle, without a doubt.
Oh, 100%.
Pointed after coming, snap is back, placement is down, the kick is in the air, and the kick is good. So your new score, 11-10 to play in the football game, Arab 34, Ardmore 14, on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Delightful. It's delicious. At Mooner's Dairy Delight, our customers say it for us.
Soft serve ice cream and thick homemade shakes, better than any fast food chain.
Good food and the prices are very reasonable. Their staff is so nice.
If you want a great tasting burger, then Milner's Dairy Delight will suit your taste buds.
Jumbo cheeseburgers, the best club sandwich.
Ham sandwich, chef salad, chicken strips, foot-long hot dogs.
Milner's menu has it all.
Hi, I'm Bland Milner. It's an honor for our family to serve your family the finest eats and coolest tricks at Milner's Dairy Delight.
Latham's Pharmacy is your community Health Mart pharmacy. Your Latham's Health Mart pharmacist takes the time to get to know you, explain your medications, and answer any questions that you may have. Serving the healthcare needs of the Arab and Brindley Mountain communities for over 50 years, Latham's Pharmacy offers low prescription prices and everyday savings on over-the-counter medications too. There's a whole lot to like at Latham's Pharmacy in downtown Arab on South Main Street. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care. Latham's Pharmacy.
Now back to Friday nights under the lights on Fun 92.7.
Michael St. John along with Chuck Ellis, Chris Greer on the sideline, Kenny Creech on stats, Vivian back at the studio taking care of business as our producer, and welcome back to Arab football from the Arabs Electric Broadcast Center, the Arab Electric Membership Cooperative Broadcast Center, the full name. 11-10 to play in this football game. Next week, it's Albertville in Arab. An update on the Gilbert Ball Ford in-game scoreboard has the Aggies on top of the game against Hazel Green. They've turned it up a notch in the third quarter, Chuck, 36-15.
That's going to be a great game next week. I'm looking forward to it.
Vernon Wells Stadium at McCord Field is that site. One of the most beautiful venues in all of Alabama for high school football.
Yes, it is.
And I'm glad we're in the visiting press box.
It's nice.
Very nice.
I played across the street at the old field.
First game I ever called for the Arab Knights was at Albertville Stadium. And our good friend, one of the best coaches I've ever come in contact with in this state, in Paul Maccabee.
Oh, Coach Maccabee's
had
awesome.
a tremendous football team that year and had many tremendous football teams. And I'll be honest with you, it's a great rivalry, but it's not a rivalry when one team dominates a lot.
No.
And I think this year with Albertville doing what they're doing, with Arab doing what they're doing, the rivalry between Arab and Albertville is back. Not as intense as the Arab-Gunnersville rivalry, but it's back.
It's going to be a head knocker next week, for sure.
First game of region play, by the way.
That's right.
Kickoff taken up, and a couple of folks going down. He went down on one knee that time. I think that's probably what happened the first time around. Graham Grisham went down on one knee at the 24-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Arab. Once again, looking for answer ports. 34-14 your score with 11 minutes to play in the game. And Kenny Creech, you've got our update for scoring, a service of Southern Elite Realty and the coach Jeff Gibbs.
That drive went 8 plays, 74 yards, took almost 4 minutes off the clock, capped off by a 10-yard run by Riddle. Point after was good. New score, Arab 34, Ardmore 14.
On first down, Knights. Stevens turns, gives it to his tailback, Landon Pitt. Pitt just knocks somebody down at the 30 and goes across to the 31-yard line. You know, if Ardmore would have had the start that Arab had in this game could be easily reversed and score.
Oh, 100%. And they've come out and played them tit for tat in the second half. You know, the Arab scored, then they scored, and then went back and forth.
Second down and 4 for the Arab Knights. No hurry to get these plays underway. They want to run this clock out.
Chris, new offensive lineman, isn't there?
One or two new offensive linemen. Caleb Campbell's in. They've taken Stafford Willis out.
Second down and 3. Unbalanced to the right side. H-back in the hole there. Handoff going to Pitt again. Pitt's got the middle of the guard, and he'll get close to the first down. I don't know if he got it. We'll have to wait on the spot. Yep, they say he got it. Drag those chains. That's Arabian Night. Citizens Bank and Trust, first down.
That was an excellent block by Caleb Campbell on the pull to seal that defensive end, and another good block from Bryson Trusley.
On first down, Knights sending wideouts to the left side this time in Tucker Willis and Braxton Abernathy. Slot to the right side as well. Single setback. Standing beside Nick Stevens is Landon Pitt. Now they're going to change the play, move Landon Pitt to the right side.
Pass.
1st and 10. Chuck's calling pass. Hand off to Pitt. And he's got a good running hold at middle guard, and he'll pop out to about the 40-yard line. And again, a good pancake block. We called that a lot tonight. And Bryson Trusley. I learned something, Chris, this week. Don't go to the Waffle House and order pancakes.
Right. They tend to get a bit upset about that. And at the Waffle House, you don't want to make them angry.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Second down. I'm not going that any further with that. Second down and 6. Knights letting that clock roll down to 9 minutes to play in the game. Fake the Pitt, throw over the middle. He's got him wide open. That is Lambert. Lambert out to the 50, the 45, and he's one-on-one tackled, and a good tackle that time by Lucas Green, the senior for Ardmore, but dragged those chains on that 14-yard pass play, and an Arabian Night Citizens Bank and Trust first down.
The torpedo is flying around, man. He has been everywhere tonight. Defense, offense, playing hard.
That's the second or third time they've run Bronco to Owen Lambert. It's been a good play for Arab tonight.
Well, they clear out the defensive backs with patterns out on the outside, and then they slip that H-back or that flanker inside on that little skinny post route. Opens things up. 1st and 10 Knights. Back in Ardmore territory at the 45. Handoff going to Landon Pitt. Landon doing the hard running and getting down to the 40-yard line, doing the heavy lifting here as we roll through the fourth quarter. 8:14 to play. Knights are on top of this one, 34-14. Ardmore on top of Hazel Green. We're keeping up with that game closely. That too in the fourth quarter, 36-15.
Chris, you know the most amazing thing about these sophomores and freshmen are they play like juniors and seniors. They come out here and they're throwing themselves around, just like he was doing. It's impressive. They're young.
The future looks bright for the Knights.
Looks very bright.
2nd down and 6. You guys are making Kyle Routon smile more. Handoff, nope, fake. Coming out, Stevens going to throw the ball out. He's got it to Lambert again. Lambert with a nice catch at the 35, gets inside to the 34-yard line. He is brought down there by Dayton Brumlett, and it will be another Arabian Nights Citizens Bank and Trust first down. I'm surprised we're not seeing Eli Gudger at this point in the game just to get him some snaps. We might see him on the next series if the Knights score on this one, and they're moving the ball quite prospectively in this drive.
The defensive back took a big shot from Owen Lambert on that play and stayed in the ball game. They may go after him this play.
1st and 10. Knights wide outs to the left side, rolling off the near side hash mark. Left to right as you listen. Whistles before the play can get off. And let's check it.
Yeah, he's going off.
Nope. This has got to be a timeout.
Injury
nope.
timeout.
Is it an injury or is it an equipment timeout?
I think number 10, one Chris was talking about, took the hit from.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah,
he's headed to the 10.
He took a major shot from Owen Lambert. When Owen knew he was going to go down, he decided it was better to give than receive. So that's exactly what he did.
I think that's his mentality. He throws. I mean, he flies around the ball, with the ball, without the ball. And he's a sophomore, 6'6".
1st and 10. Stevens going under center this time. Looks to be. Looking down, they're letting the play clock run down, running some time off the clock, using as much as they can. Under center goes Stevens. I like this look when he goes under center. Handoff, backfield. Again, Landon Pitt just shoots through there and gets 10 yards.
Yeah.
They have got, again, what we're seeing in the fourth quarter, Chuck, identical carbon copy last year as to last week's game at Gunnersville. The Knights exposing the defensive line after wearing them down, now just pushing them around like butter cakes.
Yeah, they're starting to feel that heat, that humidity. It's one thing that you can condition all year, but that heat and humidity is going to be there.
And nothing makes you more tired than looking at the scoreboard down by 20.
Yeah.
2nd down and 1. Knights again just milking the clock. 5:52 to play in the football game.
Got him.
Going deep. He's got his wide receiver, Tucker Willis, in the end zone. Touchdown, Arab.
Wow.
Wide open.
That drive was domination on the offensive line, and the skill players took advantage.
Lull them to sleep. Lull them to the run. They're looking for run. They're looking for run. And then all of a sudden, boom.
That was single coverage, too. Nick Stevens growing up right in front of us. I mean, he is just grown leaps and bounds over 3
That
weeks
was
ago.
a Tebow rainbow thrown into
sure
the
was.
end zone.
Single
I did
coverage.
that for you. I did that for you, Kenny. Snap is back. Placement's down. Kick is in the air. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5:42 left to play in the football game, the Knights poured on 42-14 over the Ardmore Tigers on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
When storms strike, fallen trees can cause serious damage to homes, property, and power lines. Don't wait for disaster. Call Hunch Tree Service. With 31 years of experience in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding, we guarantee quality work and complete cleanup. Fully licensed and insured, we prioritize safety and professionalism on every job. Don't go out on a limb yourself. Trust your local tree experts. Hunch Tree Service is here for you. Find them on Facebook and call for a free estimate at 256-302-0006.
Hi, this is Michael Owen with Owen Home Appliance Center. Come see us at 2 convenient locations, Somerville, Alabama and Morgan City. We appreciate your business as a small business owner. Come see us for all your appliance needs. Save money and shop today at Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
You're listening to Friday Nights Under the Lights on Fun 92.7.
Back with you from the Arab Electric broadcast booth, Michael St. John, when my running buddy, Chuck Ellis. You know, Chuck, you and I, we still haven't picked out a game or two to go for football this year.
We talked about the Florida game there in September.
Yeah,
I think Kenny
Kenny's
wouldn't mind going to that.
Yeah, it's sort of pushing us that way.
But, you know, we were talking about this football game here back in 2019 is the last time they played, and the final score of that game was 42-14 or 42-12.
That's right. So they matched the 42-point output, and the Tigers have 14.
Yeah.
This ensuing kickoff is brought to you by Farmers Insurance and agent Sadie Visser. We are football. We are farmers. Tomorrow again, catch Jacksonville State football. It's on the CBS Sports Network. Some cable systems have it. Satellite systems on Dish and DirecTV have it. Streaming service on the CBS Plus app has it. But Jacksonville State going to the Fargo Dome to take on North Dakota State University, the winners of Division II last year in football.
That's right.
That game will kick off on WRAB 107.1 FM at 3:30. Ensuing kickoff taken by an up man for the Tigers, and he'll run the ball back to near the 30-yard line. And we're going to see a lot of new numbers and a lot of young folks get in here for the Arabian Nights now with 5:41 left to play in the football game. Let's get a scoring recap, the service of Southern Elite Realty and Jeff Gibbs. What you got, Kenny?
That was an 8-play, 76-yard drive, 24-yard touchdown pass from Nick Stevens to Tucker Willis. Point after was good. New score, 41-14, Arab on top.
Michael St. John, Chuck Ellis, Chris Greer, and I'm sorry, somebody told me I got to tell a story after this play. Got to tell a story. On first down, here's the ensuing offense for Ardmore. The King is still the quarterback, but we've got a new running back in the ball game. And I want to say this is Prieta.
44?
Is it 44? Is it Luke Ashley? Ashley. I think
it's
is
Ashley.
the ringleader. It's Ashley, I think. Or is it 20?
You know?
No, it's not. It's 20. Actually, that's Rayan Wiggins. He's only a freshman. Rayan Wiggins. He's built just like Riddle.
Yeah. He's a
Second down
grader, freshman.
Second down and 8 for Ardmore at their own 30-yard line. This time they're going to give it to Wiggins, and he'll get to the 35-yard line. So I was down at halftime. My throat has been a little scratchy. Done a lot of talking, more so than I need to, I guess, this week. Been a little scratchy, and somebody's down there buying a pickle pop. And I'm standing in line waiting to get some popcorn.
Yeah.
And the little guy looks down, and I'm saying, I said, what's that? He said, it's a pickle pop. I said, oh, good. I said, I need something by my throat. He said, this will make your throat better. He says, it makes a sore throat better. I've never had a pickle pop. I guess it's just pickle, frozen
love pickles.
juice. If you love pickles, I've been sucking on this in the second half. My voice is better. They're down in 3, so I want to thank the 10-year-old that turned me on to it. And that's a first down run at left guard for Wiggins, and Wiggins gets a first down at the 41-yard line. Knights with just a bunch of new numbers in the ball game.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Any 67 spotting yet?
Not yet. I just talked to him. If they get the ball back, there's a possibility that we might see some freshmen on the field. And if you see me just lose control, it's because he's out there.
I got it.
All right, Daddy.
Been there, done that.
I understand, Daddy.
I get it. Wait till he scores a touchdown. You'll have to buy him a car like I had to. Handoff, tailback this time, Wiggins. I had a young man played in the midget league for me in Gallatin the first 2 years. I named Jimmy Wiggins. Ran just like this young man. Unfortunately, ended up in prison and was murdered in prison. I've sent kids that played for me in Pee Wee football. I've sent them to the NFL in Carl Woods and Thomas D. Woods, and I've sent them to prison. I'm more proud of the one that went to the NFL.
Me too. Wow.
Second down, 10, no gain on the play. And the Knights again, now we're seeing some new folks come into the ball game. Caleb Price, freshman defensive back, in the ball game right now for the Knights. First offense or play of offense that he gets to play in.
I think
he's
it's
in on
Riddle.
the tackle. Look at him. I'd love to see that. Get a freshman in the ball game, boom, he's in on the tackle right away. Connor Partain freshman linebacker in there. We'll be giving away Sophia's dinner for our players of the game. We got 2 of them to give away to the offensive and defensive players of the game. At the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we'll make that announcement right here for Fun Radio. Next week, we go to Albertville. Vernon Wells Stadium at McCord Field. You were right. And the Albertville Aggies, who are probably come into this game last report in the fourth quarter, leading comfortably against Hazel Green 2-0. The Knights, of course, going in 2-0. Makes for a good battle and a big crowd, and let's hope for good weather on the kickoff of Labor Day weekend.
Amen.
Handoff, tailback. Here comes, they've got Riddle back in. Oh, my gosh, look at him run. And he's just got 10, got 11, got 12, moving people with him. Tackle made by Rudra Patel, a senior linebacker for the Knights, 5'6", 145 pounds. So it's 1st and 10 for Ardmore. Clock stops on the first down, 2:28 left to play.
I think they may put him over 200 yards.
We're gonna get out of this broadcast pretty quickly tonight, folks, because I have duty to do at the radio station with the post-game show, the Pulse Game Pulse, with Ken. Big Ken will be the man in charge, but I'll be joining him as a special guest tonight. Here's a pass play out to the left side. Pass is complete to Judah Wise, and Judah Wise gets a first down on a pitch and catch for Ardmore in Arab territory at the 34-yard line. So it's a first down for the Tigers. Clock stops with 2:06 to play. Score in the game, Arab, it says 41-14. Did he miss that last extra point? No, we missed one earlier.
We missed one.
That's right, we missed one
second
earlier. Yep. On first down, quarterback going to turn, gives it to Smith. This is mop-up roll right now for Ardmore. And the Knights just close him down. Tackle made. Let's see if we can give that one to Gabe Purdock. Sophomore, 5'9", 167 pounds, getting some action here. 2 yards gained on the play. Clock continues to run with 95 seconds to play. What you got, Chris?
Freshman Caleb Price was in on that play, too.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to throw. Nice catch, nice pitch and catch. Pass is complete to his wide receiver, Dakota Evans, and the tackle was made by Kirkland, the free safety, but he gets another first down. Ardmore now just outside of the red zone in Arab territory, just shy of the 20-yard line.
I was mistaken. They actually play Hamilton next week, and then Brooks. Both away games.
Here's the snap. Handoff, tailback. This is Smith. Hamilton is coached by a former Arab standout and the son of Coach Mike Shipp. Yeah. Evan Shipp is the head football coach of Hamilton. They went too deep in the playoffs last year.
Yes, it did.
So Ardmore's going to have a big test against Hamilton next week. And best of luck to Coach Shipp, Jr. Snap. Quarterback, tailback, tandem, going to give it to Smith. And Jaden Smith is down inside the 3-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal for Ardmore with about 47 seconds left to play in the football game.
It's hard to find a better coach than Mike Shipp. And his son, that apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
You got that one right. And, of course, if you haven't checked out Wonders for Wellness in downtown Arab, that's a great place to go to. If you're just feeling puny and you want something other than going to a doctor, go there and get one of those holistic treatments. It really works. It works.
100% they do.
Handoff, tailback, goes into the end zone. Nope, he's going to be shy. Knights defense just really clammed it up. And at the bottom of the stack, Ardmore's going to take a timeout here. Bottom of the stack for Arab that time was Patel again. And, we're seeing some prowess here, and that's good. Let's take a break. We'll be back after this. Late in the game, Arab comfortably ahead, Fun Radio Football Network.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, we need to talk. Hi, I'm Josh Hood with Edward Jones Financial Advisor April Hines. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started towards your retirement goals. Stop by our office at 946 North Brindley Mountain Parkway here in Arab. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hello, I'm Chris Leemaster, and I'm your independent candidate for Marshall County Commissioner, District 1. It's important that the citizens of District 1 be served by someone who will fight for the money to get the roads paved and maintained, your garbage picked up, and have an independent voice you can always count on. I'm not a politician. I'm just a proud veteran ready to serve my community. I'm Chris Leemaster, and I'm running as an independent because I work for you. I would appreciate your vote on November 3rd.
Now, back to the game on Fun 92.7.
On 2nd and goal, handoff going to Riddle, and he riddles his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ardmore. So mop-up touchdown for the Tigers. Makes it 41-4 to make it 41-20. You know, I see Coach Routon a little bit disappointed out there as he takes his headsets off and he's waving his arms. He's talking to his defensive coordinator. And they, you know, you can expect young people to give up big plays, but boy, we had some great effort out there. Point after coming. Snap is back. Placement is down. The kick is up in the air and the kick is good. 30 seconds to play in the game. New score, Ardmore trailing ARAB 41-21 on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Gin Man is a small mom and pop company, yet large enough to be an elite Power Pro dealer for Generac. We know our customers and they know us. Our factory trained technicians are friendly and professional. If you're interested in getting a home standby generator, call the Gin Man, where everyone gets a free 10-year warranty and a customer's treated like a friend. We do one thing and one thing only, and that's generators. And our customers say we're the best at it.
Ready to score a touchdown with your amazing smile? Dr. John York and Dr. Tim Manise of North Alabama Smiles provides everything from total family dental care to cosmetic dentistry, so you can feel confident. Located across from Walmart on Gulfview Drive in ARAB, provides dental implants, porcelain veneers, and all ceramic crowns, as well as your children's dental needs. Most major insurance is accepted. Call and schedule an appointment at 256-586-8100 or visit NorthAlabamaSmiles.com for more info.
Arabian Night Football, Fun 92.7.
What a game this has been. The Arabian Nights and the Ardmore Tigers have put 62 points on the game scoreboard, and at halftime you wouldn't have thunk it. Pooch kick, fair catch called for, taken, steps out of bounds, 26-yard line. And coming up to pick that up was Kirkland. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Arab Knights, 29 seconds to play in the game. Let's put a knee down and let's go home. I'll be joining you on the Play Well Performance post-game report tonight. Want to thank Vivian, our engineer back at the station, our producer, I should say, and our executive producer, Melanie St. John, for doing double duty tonight. He and her sister and her sister Tony and her have been doing score checking while sitting at home watching the Man-Hating channel. That's Hallmark, I think.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
Is it Hallmark?
It is Hallmark.
First down. You know, Lifetime. It's a Lifetime.
Yeah, Lifetime.
No, the Hallmark
actually watched some of those movies.
Hallmark movies make you cry. Lifetime movies makes you want to kill whoever's in the room with you. His game's over. Arab just runs it out. So the football game comes to an end tonight, and Arab gets their second win of the 2026 campaign decisively over the Ardmore Tigers, 41-21. We'll be back to name the Sophia's players of the game and take it into next week against the Albertville Aggies, hopefully with two undefeated teams meeting each other for the first time in a long time. We'll be back for our post-game report. The Fun Finals will come your way following that. The Play Well Performance post-game pulse begins now. You're listening to the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Managing your farm operation is complex, right? So is finding the right insurance to protect it. But it doesn't have to be. That's why you need me, Jeff Morgan, in Country Financial. As a farm-certified representative, I have the expertise to provide you with the custom protection your farm needs. We've been protecting farms for more than 100 years. We can protect yours too. Call Jeff Morgan at 256-586-6058 to get a quote today.
Hunters, it's time for the North Alabama Co-op's 4th annual hunting giveaway. Visit the stores in Arab, Hartselle, and Coleman to check out the great prizes and register for your chance to win. Drawing will be held October 15th, but you must be registered to win. Check out the new website, NorthAlabamaCoop.com, or pay a visit on Facebook for all the details. Don't wait. The place for all your hunting needs, North Alabama Co-op. Gear up, get registered, get ready to win.
Every day, thousands of life-saving procedures depend on medical devices made right here by people who care about making a difference. Atrion, a Norsen medical company, develops and manufactures innovative medical devices that help save lives around the world. Ready to make a difference with the team that makes a difference on and off the field? Right now, Atrion is hiring for several positions. Join the team. Apply today. Visit atrionmedical.com to explore opportunities. Atrion, making a difference every day.
It's football time in Alabama. Our students are learning big American lessons. You can start with your God-given talents, and through practice, hard work, and sacrifice, you have the ability to become champions. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. May God bless all of our students representing our high schools during this season, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Now, the post-game pulse. Presented by Playwell Performance. Commitment, community, accountability. Playwell Performance. The post-game pulse on Fun 92.7 FM HD1.
And play well the Arabian Knights did in their victory tonight over the Ardmore Tigers, 41-21. And the team coming to the sideline. Let's go down to the field. The head football coach of the Arabian Knights joins our own Chris Greer for our post-game report. What you got?
Coach Roughton, your team played an excellent ball game. You had some dangerous skill players going against you. How happy are you with the defense tonight?
Overall, pretty happy. I thought we played a pretty good game, but we did not tackle well in the first half. We kind of reverted back to some jamboree moments, and we had them hitting behind the line of scrimmage a lot of times in the second half. And he's a really, really good back, but we're going to face more of those, and we're going to have to be able to tackle better.
The offense was firing on all cylinders. It looked like the offensive line imposed their will. How do you think they played tonight?
Yeah, I thought the offense played really good. Like I said, just before half, I was a little upset with the 2-minute operation. We had a lot of mistakes, and I felt like we should have went and punched it in right there at half to kind of extend our lead. But, overall, I thought the offense played really well. Nick commands the huddle. He does a really great job with our offense. He had another really, really good night.
Thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Got to take it to the field house tomorrow and look at that film. I know he's got an A game with the midget level, North Alabama Youth Football League tomorrow.
That's right.
The Arab team that he coaches. His son, of course, plays on it. And Brindley Mountain has a big game. They have a home opener tomorrow. In fact, the C team gets underway at 10 o'clock. And my grandson, Cody Campbell's offspring, Joshua, is playing in that game. So Pawpaw will be there.
Pawpaw. What a great coach that man is right there.
Hey.
The more I watch him, the more I'm impressed with him. He's a motivator. He got these kids, these young kids, the whole team flying around playing good old just smash mouth football.
You got that right. And I think you made a really good point there, is that he is growing as these kids are growing.
Yes.
And this is his third year, so those sophomores are now seniors, and so you're really getting that if you're getting that stamp, if you would, that Roughton stamp on them. All right, let's go now and pick out tonight's Sophia's Restaurant Players of the Game. Winners get dinner at Sophia's Restaurant in the Walmart Shopping Center. And let's go first on offense, and I'll turn it over to our sideline reporter, Chris Greer, to give us the vote.
I love the big guys up front, and one of my all-time favorite big guys here at Arab, Bryson Trusley, had one heck of a ball game tonight. His guy spent most of the game on his back looking up at the sky. My vote's for Bryson Trusley.
All right, we got a winner there in Bryson Trusley as our defensive player of the game. Offensive player of the game, I think we're sort of all in agreement on this one. Let's give it to that's our offensive player of the game.
Yes.
All right.
Dallas Hilton.
Okay.
On defense.
Dallas Hilton.
He had that big block down there with the getting ready to score, field goal. And it's like I said, he's one of those guys that's flying around tonight making plays, tackling big zero, and he's the offensive player of the game.
I haven't gotten the final total on how many yards that their running back Riddle got.
He had to have at least 200. I don't think he would have gone in.
I don't think he had 200. I think he's shy of 200. I think he's around the 160. I think 155, 160. Kenny, you can give a comment here. What are your thoughts on tonight's game?
This was a very exciting game. I'm looking forward to the future Arab football. If they can continue the way they've been playing these first two games, I think they may have a good run at the playoffs.
2-0 going into Albertville on a big road game next week to start region play, and a very much improved Albertville team. This isn't your old Albertville football team from the past 5 or 6 years. This is a brand new, revitalized Albertville team. They were winning big against Hazel Green tonight. You get an unbeaten matchup to open the region campaign next week at Albertville. Expect a big crowd. Let's hope for good weather. Labor Day weekend, you couldn't kick it off any better.
Yeah, Albertville's got a running back they call G-Man. He stands about, he's just a little bit shorter than me. He's about 5'10", 5'11". He'll go about 210, and he's a bowling ball.
All right.
And he's going to be one of the guys that runs like Zero did tonight.
Plus, you're a quarterback. You've got a transfer quarterback there. That is who's the guy?
It's still CJ.
CJ.
Yeah, he's still a quarterback.
Jazinga.
Yes.
I got to learn that one
I can't
all
remember
over again.
Yeah, but CJ's still the quarterback, and
Jazinga, I believe it is.
But the running backs, who there's their bell cow.
All right. Well, we're out of here tonight. I'm headed to the studio to join Ken Williams with our continuation of our post-game pulse. Final score tonight: Arab victorious over the Ardmore Tigers, 41-21.
I'll find us a good place to eat next week.
I'm sure you will, and I'll buy dinner.
All right.
All right. Thank you, folks, for listening. Don't forget, Jacksonville State football, college football, kind of sort of gets underway tomorrow.
Fear the beak.
And Jacksonville State's on our sister station starting at 3:30 with the pregame. I'm sorry, starting at 2:30 with the pregame, kickoff at 3:30 at Fargo, North Dakota, which is that way. And it should be a good game between Jacksonville State and last year's Division II champion, North Dakota State University. We're out of here from the Arab Electric Broadcast booth. I'm Michael St. John. For Chuck Ellis, Chris Greer, and Kenny Creech, thank you for joining us. Final score again tonight, Arab wins 41-21 on the Fun Media Group Football Network.
Arab Cartage and Express Company has been a trusted name in transportation for decades. Now hiring Class A CDL drivers with current DOT physicals and a safe driving history. Enjoy great benefits including medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid holidays, personal time off, and retirement options. Call 256-649-6071 or visit 1101 Nathan Road Southwest to apply. Keep on trucking with Arab Cartage and Express, where your road to a better future begins.
All right, builders, pros, and weekend warriors, listen up. At Forge and Build, we've got the tools, the hardware, the lumber, everything you need to crush that to-do list and knock out your next big project. Contractors, DIYers, this is your place to gear up and get it done. Find us at 841 North Brindley Mountain Parkway, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturdays till noon. Forge and Build, we stock it.